Hello. I'm recording this because I have nothing better to do, and I thought it'd be fun to record my first ever reactions to the new fan game that came out for Danganronpa. I first heard of this when I was just scrolling through TikTok, minding my own business. Um and I was like, oh my god, it's an actual game. I need to play this. So here I am. This is actually gonna be my first ever blind reaction, and I'm excited. I'm very, very hyped to play this game. Now, my name is Falling Red Petal, and I will be your host on this very lovely journey through Project Eden's Garden. Oh, there's a chapter select. Oh, there's chapter 1. And there's chapter 0. Interesting. New game. Logic difficulty. Let's do normal. Normal seems fine. I don't know if it's like the original Danganronpas where it means actually the easier than normal, but whatever, we'll see. Life has no real meaning. We exist just by chance, born to a planet that didn't want us to begin with. It's up to the best of humanity to give the world a purpose. People like me. Those who shine brighter than the others, who have an influence on our greater society. Ultimates. We're known as Ultimates. Ultimate titles are awarded to exceptionally talented high school and college students. Doctors who can cure the incurable, engineers who build machines to improve millions of lives. The most influential politicians, the most creative architects. These are people who deserve lifelong recognition, who define what it means to be a true ultimate.
I, Tako0mari, am the ultimate debater.
Ultimate debater? That's a fun ultimate for a protagonist.
A prodigy among prodigies. Someone who simply can't be outmatched.
Okay.
I hold on to my title dearly, because it defines me. It's who I am. It's what gives me my purpose. Among a
Okay,
sea of
cocky.
mediocrity, I am a shining example of talent. And now, there's a school worthy of me.
To Mr. Tako0mari, the ultimate debater. Congratulations! For your contributions as an ultimate, we cordially invite you to attend Eden's Garden Academy, a specialized college for academic-based talents. At our unique academy, you'll not only develop a tighter grasp on your respective skill set, but you and the other ultimate students who received this invitation will gain an ever-important proficiency at leadership, communication, and persuasion. In an age where anyone could be called ultimate, we hope you will join us and assume your rightful place as the true face of talent. Please keep the contents of this invitation, as well as the attached registration materials, strictly confidential. The integrity of our program is built on the foundation of privacy. Eden's Garden Academy, an ultimate academy for true ultimates. It was built in partnership with the Ultimate Talent Program, a government institution that has awarded ultimate titles to people for almost the last century. You don't apply for the UTP's school; they scout for their students, which is how I found myself receiving a letter from Eden's Garden Academy. It looks to be an amazing school. Immaculate architecture, incredible workspaces, and access to resources beyond anything I've ever seen. Everything about this school is perfect. It's truly worthy of being called ultimate. In my 18 years of living, I have accomplished more than most people can even dream of. Within this random and chaotic existence, it feels like I was destined to be great. After what seemed like hours of waiting, the train arrived before me. It wasn't as nice looking as I expected, at least not for a school of this caliber, but it was undeniably the one. With luggage in one hand and a pamphlet in the other, I boarded the train. This is the start of my new life, the start of an even greater career. For the first time in my life, I'll finally be among people as great as me.
Huh?
Look! Someone else is here.
Ooh, is this our cast? Who is that gorgeous pink-haired lady? That's the girl I saw on TikTok, and I was like, oh my god, I need to see her. Oh my god, she's so gorgeous. I can't.
Huh? Someone else?
Hey, hey! Welcome to the Eden's Club!
This is such
Well, it's more accurate to say Eden's Garden Academy's Club, but Eden's Club just has more of a ring to it, don't you think?
In front of me, spread out across the train carriage, was a group of strange-looking people. A girl with pink hair, some guy in a wolf costume. I'm gonna furry. A guy in a weird beanie staring intensely at me. Where's the beanie? Oh. What the hell? Are these creepy people really attending the same academy as me? He has a superiority complex! No way. Apathetic to my situation, the train continued from its halt. Looks like I'm stuck here for now. I guess I should find somewhere to sit.
Hey, you! New guy! Over here!
Hello? Can you hear me? I seem to have caught the attention of one of the other passengers.
What now?
What do you want? Wait! I love this menu! It's so... Oh my god!
What if...
Cool. So, I was wondering something. Whatever it is, I'm sure you can ask an employee. I'm honestly not in the mood. Oh, sure. Frowning and dropping his head, he walked away.
Howdy.
Excuse me, but you don't happen to know when the final stop is, do ya? A girl's voice suddenly chimed in from behind me. Jeez, can people just leave me alone for 5 minutes?
No.
Not a clue, but you can try looking for... The words got caught in my throat when I turned to look at her. She's gorgeous! Oh my god. This woman had to be twice my size. Whoa! Whoa! Pretty woman! Oh my god! I want to look like you! Jesus! Oh my god! Oh my god! She's jaw-dropping! Dude! Oh my god, there are too many pretty girls in this game. And I'm like, oh my god! I'm a homosexual. I'm a homosexual. Is something wrong? Don't fret it, darling. I'll just see who else is around. With a small wave, she walked away. She's so pretty. If she doesn't live to the end, I'm gonna riot. I'm gonna hunt down whoever made this game, because that's a gorgeous woman. Not wanting to be bothered any further, I quickly found myself a seat by the window. Why does he look like this? You don't... He looks like a homosexual. He looks gay. He looks like a twink you'd find as a bottom in a yaoi. I already don't like him. But it's actually kind of refreshing to have a pretentious protagonist. And every fan game that I've seen, it's always the same shtick where it's like, oh, I'm super shy. I don't know anyone here. Oh my god, hi. And then it's like a bunch of random bullshit. This, however, is very, very nice. Mountains framed by a deep blue sky. Crystal clear rivers that sparkled like jewels in the night. It couldn't be a more radical departure from home. Scenery continued to pass, time flying by with it. The chatter from the others on the train eventually softened, leaving just me and the rolling mountains. Nearby, a woman in professional attire turned her nose up to the air and started sniffing. After a moment, the expression on her face turned stone cold serious.
Something is wrong.
The air doesn't smell right.
Oi!
Huh? The air?
Black.
Hey, I smell something too.
Excuse me.
Could you describe it? Kind of chemically. It's almost like it's coming from
What about
that bag over there. She pointed to a travel bag at the upside wall. Oh shoot, you mean this one right next to me?
Let me think.
I don't smell anything funky. That's probably because of the helmet.
Pardon me.
Is that your
Not a
bag?
chance.
Nope, it was already here when I got on the train. That's weird. There's no name tag or anything. After inspecting the outside of the bag, he began fiddling with its lock. Pop!
Great.
Cool, you got it open!
Uh,
Oh, that wasn't the lock. Irk! Are you okay? Yeah, bro, I'm all good. I just feel kinda... He passed out.
Christ almighty!
Shit.
Did he just pass out? On the same end of the car, the guy had been staring at me earlier. I'm not feeling so good at it either.
Hang on.
What did you say? Good night. Oh, they're all passing out. Oh. The music! Oh! What the? Ah! People are dropping like flies.
Holy!
Oh, crap. Someone get help.
For real?
Let me try to alert the conductor or whatever. She ran over to the door connected to the adjacent car. Rattle, rattle.
Oh, crud.
It's not opening. Why isn't it opening?
Stand back.
I want to try my hand at it. Can you step aside for a sec? He yanked at the door, but... Rattle, rattle.
News.
Damn, the car is locked up as tight as a prison.
Come off the grass.
Huh? But he left to take a piss like an hour ago. Let me try something else. The big man rolled his shoulders and threw himself against the door with all his might. He groaned and stepped back, revealing he hadn't even left a mark on the door. What? That did nothing? There's another boy who's fallen. A girl, too. Why is everyone passing out? Oh my god, they're gassing them all.
Damn it.
Shit. Maybe it's got something to do with that bag we... Ah! The air around me had grown thick with a strange pungent smell. I could taste it. I could feel it sting my eyes. Oh god, no, don't. As a futile plea left my lips, I felt my strength trail away with it. The world flickered around me, and then... By gorgeous women, there was nothing. Vows woven by stitches and needles. Huh? What is that humming noise? It sounded almost like an air conditioner. What if it's an Why am I so warm? I weakly opened my eyes. Above me was a concrete ceiling. A concrete ceiling? My body is so heavy, but I had to get on my feet. I had to see where I was. Oh my god. Huh? It's a girl. Could it be that she's... No, she's still breathing. So she should sleep just like I was? Kneeling down to her level, I reach out my hand to shake her. Hey, can you hear me? No response. Bringing my face closer to hers, I repeat the question. Hey, can you hear me? Why isn't she waking up? Damn it, do I really have to... Holy! Her eyes snapped open, causing me to jump back.
Hello.
I was just testing you.
Huh?
Testing me? To see what you would do. It's not every day you find a body on the floor.
That's...
So you were awake that whole time?
Correct.
I woke up before you, yes. And she just let me sleep.
Anyways.
How long was I out for?
Not sure.
I don't know. I didn't wake up that long ago. When I first came to, I was also startled to see a stranger.
You see?
One can never know they're in the presence of a friend or foe. Which is why I needed to see for myself how much I could trust you. By lying on the floor and making yourself vulnerable. Wait, icon, diva. She's probably dying first. Jesus, she makes no sense. But wait, no, because she's the first person we're introduced to. And the first person we were introduced to beforehand was Kyoko in the first game. Therefore, she's important, she won't die. As an excuse to break off the conversation, I started to look around the room. It was definitely some kind of boiler room, but there didn't seem to be a light switch anywhere. The only light came from a vent set far back in the room. Looking at my close surroundings, I was standing on a platform with stairs that led down to the rest of the room. The lower floor was mildly flooded. I'd say the water reached a little above my ankles. It was a place that had clearly been abandoned for a long time. Even with all the strange things around me, my gaze kept returning to this girl. There's something about her that seemed almost familiar. Wait, that's it! She was on the train I boarded. Hey, we've met before. On that train?
Yeah.
Yeah. Things turned upside down not long after you arrived. A strange smell started to come from that travel bag, and everything turned black.
Right.
Right. Just what the hell, Just what the hell was that?
Listen to me.
I think it was a chemical agent. The bag must have been equipped with a gas bomb or something. Someone clearly wanted to knock us out. Sounds like she's been thinking hard about it. Maybe that's why it took her so long to wake me
I
up.
see.
Sure, I was thinking the same. But whose bag was it? Why did they want to knock us out? And why aren't we on the train anymore? Where are we?
Look at this.
Considering our surroundings, some sort of boiler room? She raised her hand to push up her glasses. Something large and metallic on her wrist caught my eye. It looked vaguely like a watch. Hey, what's that on your hand?
Well,
You tell me. It appears you'll have one as well.
Huh?
Huh? At those words, I looked down at my hand.
What the?
It's not that serious, it's just a watch, bro. Sure enough, I was wearing the same device. It's been fitted tightly around my wrist, but it felt like I was wearing nothing at all.
Damn it.
Hey, I'm not wearing this. As I grabbed a hold of the device and pulled, a tiny surge of electricity ran through my wrist.
how humiliating.
Sorry, I should have warned you. If you try taking it off, it shocks you. Thanks for the heads up. Shit, what's going on here? Why am I wearing this weird shock collar thing? Who put this on me?
Look,
You can touch the screen, though.
Huh?
See? Like this. She tapped the face of the device, slowly lit up and displayed a holographic image. Oh, so like a watch. It's just projecting a blank screen for some reason.
so
Either way, it seems like we're stuck with this device for the time being.
moving on.
While you're standing there, the least you can do is give me your name. We didn't have much of a meeting on the train anyways. Damon Matsu, Ultimate Debater. I'm a student at Eden's Garden Academy.
Interesting.
How interesting.
Eh?
What is? Thank you for telling me more than I asked for.
As for myself, you may call me Eva Tsunaka.
It's nice to meet you. I'm sure it is. The pain from the shock was finally subsiding. It's as good a time as any to get a better grasp of this room. Maybe there's something in here that can explain the flooding. Or even better, that annoying mechanical noise. Welcome to Project Eden's Garden. A lot has happened already. I'm sure you're eager to investigate. But there are some things you should get acquainted with first. To access the trinket, or as demon so colloquially... Huh? Colloquially? They're using big words that not even I know. Colloquially. Hold on. Let me look up how to... Colloquially?
Colloquially.
Colloquially.
Hello. Colloquially. Colloquially. As demon so colloquially. How the fuck do I...
Colloquially. Colloquially.
Or as demon so colloquially put it, the watch. Simply press the F1 key. To view past dialogue, press the F2 key. And to access the observation mode, press the Enter key. Press the Enter key again to exit this mode. Oh, and use the WASD keys to pan around the room. If you ever need to revisit this information, check out the control panel. It's just one F3 key away. That's all for now. Go forth and explore. Got it. Ooh, this is so clean. Eh? Staring at me from the corner of the room was an expensive-looking security camera. Had this been recently installed, it seemed better suited for a vault than a crappy boiler room.
Interesting.
You noticed that camera too?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really out of place. Do you think someone is watching us through it? It doesn't look like it's turned on, so I doubt it. I see. Perhaps that's for the best. What do you mean? If someone is watching us, it is possible they are the same person who put these wrist straps on us. She makes a decent point. Okay. Nothing of use. Eva Sinaka.
Hello.
What is it? Nothing. Okay. So she's lame. Boxes. What's in here? There might be something useful in this pile of dusty boxes. Light bulbs, duct tape, a bunch of screws. Nope, nothing in here but junk. Interesting. Generator. There's a generator under the vent. Is that what's making the mechanical noise? Seeing in the water put me a bit on edge. I was thinking of checking the window above it, but now I'm not so sure. Seemed to be it. The tomb's too run down for me to investigate anything else. Oh, corner of my eye, I saw Eva approach the boxes and fish out a light bulb. Then without hesitation, plop, she chucked it into the water. What are you doing? All of a sudden, she jumped off the platform where we were standing on and into the water. Seriously, what the hell are you doing?
Can't you see?
Exploring. You're not worried about the generator?
Look.
Look at the light bulb I threw into the water. Notice how it isn't flashing? That means the water isn't conductive. Fair enough. I guess she's not worried about getting her shoes wet either. Okay, just give me a second. Took off my socks and shoes and quickly rolled up my pants. Trying to hide the discomfort behind a cool face, I descended the waters into the murky water. The mechanical noise was even louder now. It sounded like it was coming from the direction of the vent. Yep, it definitely must be the generator. We're lucky the water isn't conductive. Those exposed wires would have been bad news otherwise.
Interesting.
For such a small generator, it sounds like it's running a lot of power. It's surprising how this noise alone wasn't enough to wake us up. Whatever knocked us out on the train must have been pretty strong. Anyway, that explained the whirring noise. Wonder where all the power is going to. Up on the wall was a vent. What could be on the other side? Do you want to look through that? Yeah, I do.
Listen to me.
Alright, I have an idea, but it will take some physical effort. Like what?
Well,
Like getting on my shoulders?
Seriously?
I'm not doing that. If you get on my shoulders, it will help you, it will give you a boost and you can look through the window. Fair, but shouldn't I be the one giving you a boost? I don't think you could handle it. So after saying that, she stooped in front of the generator and motioned for me to come over.
I'm talking.
Make sure to tuck your feet behind my back. I waited over to Eva and awkwardly positioned myself on her shoulders.
Are you sure you can do this?
Are you
I'm fine. Just look through the window already.
All right.
Well, do you see anything? Yeah, another vent. And a room just beyond it. I can't see what's inside the room, though. Both these vents are in the way. Taking a closer look at the boiler room vent, I noticed there were hinges bolted to the upper corners. Does this mean the vent can be opened? Rubbing my fingers around the grate in front of me, I pulled as hard as I could. Hey, I got it open! Can you see better now? Although the second vent was still obstructed a lot of the room, I was able to make out the legs of tables and chairs. They were pretty fancy looking. It's the floor of some fancy room. We must be in a building with multiple levels. Weird that this vent opens to another room instead of outside. Just beyond the chairs, in the very corner of the room, there was something peeking out. person's legs? I felt my chest tighten. Is he also passed out? Hello, can you hear me? No response. Damn it, there's gotta be a way inside this room. Eva, can you let me down? There's someone in there? I think it's a guy. He's lying on the floor and I'm pretty sure he's passed out. He might know something we don't. If we're not there when he wakes up, we might lose him.
So,
Room's on the level above ours, you said. Right, which means there must be stairs somewhere.
Focus.
I have to find them. To leave an area, press the R key. I'll confirm the choice with you, just in case you get any second thoughts. Yes, I want to leave. As soon as I was out of the water, I threw on my socks and shoes and ran straight to the door. Upon leaving the room, I was greeted with an equally derelict hallway. The walls and floor were an old matted color with nothing else to them. No wall decor, no windows, no life whatsoever. However, there was one thing that stood out. At the very end of the hallway, where the corridor took a sharp turn, was what looked to be sunlight hitting the wall. Does it mean there's an exit right around the corner? Don't go running off without me. I've already inspected the rooms in this hallway, so you can just ignore them. Why did you do that? While you were asleep? You weren't waking up, despite my best efforts, so I decided to investigate on my own. Hang on, your best efforts? Poking you in the face, dragging you by the feet. I even bridal carried you at one point. Not sure I can believe that.
Listen to me.
Anyway, I haven't checked what's upstairs. I didn't walk too far from where you were, lying.
Come again?
You didn't think to get help?
No.
You were obviously breathing.
Really?
That doesn't answer the question. You only started to wake up after I returned from my search. Why does that get in the way of finding help? Unless she didn't want to leave me here alone? I can't figure her out at all. This floor didn't turn up anything useful, by the way. Rooms are just a bunch of storage closets. Completely dilapidated. Dilapidated! Oh my god, dilapidated. Where am I? Can I speak? I beg. We're completely dilapidated, filled with... Dilapidated! Oh my god! Dilapidated, filled with random stuff. Was that the case for every room? If you don't believe me, you can check for yourself. As my great-grandmother's brother's friend's motivational calendar once said, you can't progress if you don't have the will to move. Please use the WASD keys to walk. Since you're in a hurry, hold down shift to sprint. Last but not least, proceed with caution. You never know what could be hiding around the corner. Interesting. Oh my god. Oh, this feels so nice!
It's the truth.
Okay, so she won't follow us. Ooh. Ooh, this feels nice. The upper floor was in a lot better condition than the one below, but that wasn't saying much. Water stains covered some parts of the walls and ceiling. I could only guess a pipe had been broken and started leaking. There didn't seem to be any mold at the very least.
So,
The room with the unconscious man should be above and adjacent to that boiler room. That means it must be on the other side of this hallway, correct? Yeah, given we walked away from the boiler room to get here. Alright, let's investigate. Where am I going? Hold on. Save. I'm just gonna save right here. Where am I supposed to be going? This must be the room. Taking a deep breath, I push open the large doors. Wow, this is pretty stylish. This is a pretty stylish looking place. It's a lot better maintained than the rest of the building. Okay, the vent should probably be...
Huh?
Hiya! Huh? Before I had the chance to react, a woman drove her fist directly into the side of my head. Who the hell are you? What the hell? Who the hell are you?
Damn it.
Shit, why did you just hit me? I'm not gonna embrace a stranger with open fucking arms. You could have been a murderer. So your instinct is to attack everything you see? Hey, I already spared one guy in a suit. I'm not letting my guard down a second time. A guy in a suit? Who is this twink?
Eh?
Hello.
Hello. This guy, the outfit he's wearing.
So,
We've met before, haven't we?
Curious.
I was about to say, I recall seeing your faces on the train. Yeah, yeah, and I'm pretty sure the two of you were standing next to each other. Do you guys know each other? Not at all. We only formally met a few minutes ago. Oh.
Anyways,
Well, you were still knocked out by that sleeping gas stuff, right?
Soybean.
Don't remind me, soybean.
come again.
What? Yeah, that's right. I said it. You're a soybean, just like this loser next to me. Damn, bitch. That's why you're built like a Playboy bunny. Anyways. Wait, that's not even an insult. I disagree, but we should focus on what happened on the train. I don't know what the fuck happened, but one second I was on the train, the next I was surrounded by total darkness. The place was like a solitary confinement chamber. I thought I was gonna suffocate in there. What are you talking about?
See that?
See that pantry over there? Yeah. Turns out the door is unlocked.
Jeez.
You were inside that pantry? When she kicked open the door, I nearly jumped out of my skin. When she kicked open the door. What the hell were you doing while she was in there? Waking up. Isn't it unfair? I got stuffed in some tiny pantry while this guy had the entire floor to himself. Whoever's responsible for this must have been jealous of my talent. You won't believe how many jealous bastards turn violent in this industry. Industry? What's with the dumb face? You know who I am, right? Was I supposed to? Uncultured swine.
My name's Grace Madison, ultimate golfer. Don't forget it, Soybean.
She's pretty. She's really pretty. I like her a lot. Why did Grace get one while Eva didn't?
I see.
The ultimate golfer, of course. Since the two of you were on that train, that means you're ultimates as well. What about you? Can you tell me your ultimate talent?
I'm Wolfgang Akere, the ultimate lawyer. Here's my card.
Wait, he's kind of fine. Oh, hey baddie, hey bae. Show me your. I'm not gonna finish that. A lawyer? It's way better than being a golfer, but for such a young-looking guy, I didn't expect him to have a talent like that. His age must be part of what makes him an ultimate.
Pardon me.
You look confused. I'm not confused, I look too young. Is that what you think?
I understand.
I get it a lot. Even Miss Madison said it.
Whatever you say.
'Cause it's true.
Hold on.
Well, don't you think the same could be said for yourself? I'm not wise in the way of sports, but I've always had the impression golf was an old man's business. Not that young women shouldn't take the reins. The sport's just probably in need of a revival. Bah. It's a tough industry, but that's 'cause we gotta fight for recognition, not sit around for 7 years and do F all. Sounds like the average high schooler now that I think about it. Hey, how old were you when you started college?
No, thank you.
That's personal information that I don't intend to disclose. You're a piece of work, aren't you? What happened to talking about the train? Are these guys seriously have their priorities skewed? So you have them too.
look.
We're all wearing the same wrist straps. Hold on, I'll be right back. I ordered food. Okay, I'm back. I just had the most, interesting experience with my Dasher. Not in, a negative way, but in a way that I'm like, oh, okay, so that just happened. Alright, so, I was ordering, Sonic, because I'm hungry and it's the cheapest thing. So I'm like going over there and I'm like, hey, you missed my house. I'm the second one. And I noticed that they only speak Spanish. So I'm like, oh, whatever. It'll auto-translate. So they come down, they're like, is this 12? And I'm like, yep. And then I'm like, they put it on the top step, and I'm like, can you move it down? They're like, no hablas inglés, only español. And I'm like, oh, okay, hold on. So I pull out a translator, and I tried to ask them to put it down on the bottom step, and I'm using a translator. And they're like, what? And I'm like, what? And I try opening the door so they could read what I'm trying to say. And they're like, oh, hold on. So they just hand me the food, and I'm like, thank you, on my translator. He's like, oh, hold on. And I'm like, I have cats, sir. I gotta close this door. And then I see that he's pulling out his phone so I could take a photo. And I'm like, oh, wait. He's taking a photo so he could say that he completed the order. So I'm just there posing with my food, smiling and shit. And I'm like, okay. And he's like, thank you for the money. And I'm like, thank you for the food. And he was actually really sweet. I feel so bad for him. Like, I'm a fully white, like, girl. I don't know Spanish. The most I know is a little bit of Japanese. And I mean, I guess I know a bit of Spanish. But imagine pulling up as a dasher and they're trying to speak to you using a translator. That poor dude must have been so fucking confused. I feel so bad for him. Like, you can't be serious. Like, I'm white. So, like, that's so embarrassing for me. At least the Sonic's good, though. Really? You're busy talking, so I figured you wouldn't notice unless I pointed it out.
Hey?
These fuckers are more like mini shock collars.
By the way...
Those aren't mutually exclusive. I heard you the first time.
Well,
You tried taking it off, did you?
Yes.
Yep. Same with you? Actually, it was me who tried taking it off. The stupid thing zapped me when I did. I suspected it wasn't unique to Miss Madison, though I hadn't tried removing the strap myself.
strange.
Equipping everyone with a strap that shocks them? What could justify doing something like that? Well, what's the purpose behind these straps?
Soybean.
Are you daft? It's to shock us! The thing is, we seem to receive a shock if we try to remove it.
How can this be?
So why aren't we allowed to remove these sword straps? What I want to know is, who even put these things on us? Answers to those questions might be something we have to figure out ourselves. Doesn't make sense for me to be abducted and taken somewhere I don't know. Surrounded by a bunch of strangers and forced to figure out why. It doesn't make any sense. Why is it happening?
Hello.
Hello there.
Hello?
Are you talking to me?
No.
No, look behind you. Huh? Confused, I turned to see what had captured everyone's attention. Aww. For a second, I thought I was seeing things. Peeking at us from the corridor was a small girl. Who are you?
Is that a...
What the? Is that a fucking gremlin?
Miss Madison!
Miss Madison! You'll scare her if you shout like that. Hmm? The girl had left her position by the corridor and slid into the room. Now I could see for certain that she was a kid. What the hell? Why is a kid here? Your information? I'm not a gremlin. Didn't your mother teach you manners? It's rude to backtalk strangers you haven't met. No way, the gremlin can talk? I just told you I'm not a gremlin. If we must make comparisons, I'd rather you liken me to something more elegant. For example, a kappa.
Really?
That's not much better.
Be careful.
Please be careful what you say to her. This girl seems awfully young.
Can't you see?
She doesn't seem young, she is young. What's going on here? Why is a child wandering around? She was on the train? You know, now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure I also saw you on that train. Oh! You were hidden behind some other people, so you're pretty hard to see. I assumed you were sitting down or something. It didn't even cross my mind that you might have been an actual kid. Hiding behind a bunch of strangers, huh? Figures I didn't see it. Still, what the hell was I even doing on that train? That's what I'm wondering. A kid's got no business with people like us. I do not appreciate your misguided comments about my age. I am a professional, just like the rest of you. You mean you're an ultimate?
Is that really true?
I didn't think children could qualify as ultimates.
I am an ultimate!
Must I keep repeating myself? I'm not a child, I'm a professional. What is it you're so good at? So you decided to know my talent, do you? Normally I'd decline further conversation with rude people like you, but given our circumstances, I will be sanguine on the matter.
I am Tako0mari, the ultimate matchmaker. Nice to meet you, I suppose.
She's really cute. I like her. A matchmaker? Aren't you a bit young for something like that?
Get a grip.
The gremlin's obviously lying about having a talent. I bet it snuck its way onto the train because it saw all the commotion. Now the little bastard's stuck with us.
Look at what you've done.
Now look at what you've done. You made her upset. Upset.
Not.
Of course not. I know better than to take a gremlin seriously.
Oi!
Oi, don't think you can use my own insult against me.
Miss Madison.
Grace. What?
Moving on.
So if I have things right, all 5 of us were on that train. What about the other people who boarded it? Do you think they've been kidnapped as well?
Indeed.
That is correct. Apart from us, there are 11 other people. 11. Counting us, that makes 16.
Correct.
And it's the same number of people who were on that train.
Right.
And become well acquainted with them. The only person I've been avoiding is a frustrating boy I've been woke up with. You wouldn't believe his manners. And she also woke up with another person. I'm starting to see a pattern here.
Oh,
As does everyone
I
else.
suppose.
Speaking of, would you like to meet the others? I think they should know about you 4.
Very well.
That'd be helpful, yes.
Wonderful.
Very well. I shall serve as your guide as we embark on this new journey.
Take this seriously.
I'm so happy about this. This is a kidnapping, not a college orientation. Then again, it's not like I would go to most orientations willingly. Maybe those 2 events aren't that different after all.
Well,
Where are the others right now? Obviously, they're outside this building. There's an exit not too far from here. Follow me.
It's for the best.
She seems to know more than us. It wouldn't hurt to entertain her. Let's see what this thing has up its sleeve. Wait, she didn't even say anything. Outside this building. So there's even more to this place than we've already seen? Are there other buildings just like this one? Just exactly how big of an area are we exploring? Standing here won't give me an answer. I should find the exit already. The others are gone. Whatever, I work better alone. Assuming it's, yeah, knew it.
Trust in the process.
Miss Kayura seems well acquainted with the layout of this building. We should follow her in directions for now.
Soybean.
About time you arrived, Soybean. Can you not call me that?
hello.
Hello. Toshiko isn't happy you fell behind. I thought you guys would leave without me.
Get to the point.
You can save the excuses for Toshiko. I don't really care. Okay. Oh wait, they keep their little poses! You're late. You're waiting?
Oi!
Only because the gremlin insisted. I didn't even realize you fell behind until she said something.
Unfortunately.
I'm ashamed to say the same.
Well,
By the way, what are the others doing right now? Exploring something else, probably. You don't sound very sure of yourself.
filthy.
They had the nerve to tell me to stay put while they inspected the area. If they don't want me exploring, I suppose I'll explore by myself. Right. It seems like she just wanted to show
Are
off.
you done yet?
Who cares? The guy's here now. Let's go already. Yes, and then the others will realize their foolishness. Onward to the great outdoors. The little girl turned to face the door, but instead of pushing it open, she reached for a lock that I hadn't even noticed before. Click. The door opened with a long, shrill creak, and we silently saw what was waiting outside. Oh, hello! Wait! The backgrounds are killer! Oh my god! Hold on. Sitting before us, bathed in sunlight, was a massive Romanesque courtyard. Finally, some sunlight!
Damn.
This courtyard. I wonder if we can escape by climbing over the hedges. The hedges are tall, but if we try looking for a rope...
Hold on.
I doubt it's that easy. The devices we're wearing will probably shock us. Let's see if you're right.
Soybean.
Go on, Soybean.
Stop.
Climb the hedge. What the?
No.
Unfortunately, it's pointless to climb the hedges. How do you know? You take a closer look at the sky. You should understand. Sky? Yes, do you see anything strange? Anything strange? No, there's something standing out to... Wait, huh? As my eyes tried to adjust to the glare of the sun, I noticed it. The shape of the clouds wasn't normal at all. No, it's almost as if they were concave. Sky's curving inwards.
How can this be?
Could be... Are we looking at at a hologram?
Come on.
Oh, this size? No way. This gotta be a 360 projection or something.
That's...
I mean, the sky we're looking at is actually a video panorama? It sounded completely ridiculous and once said out loud, but at the same time, it made too much sense. If this is a 360 projection, wouldn't that mean we're inside some sort of dome? Such is the truth I've long recognized.
Come off the grass.
Wait, you knew the sky was fake? Why'd you call this dump yard the great outdoors? It was for dramatic effect. In truth, I hadn't seen natural sunlight since the moment I woke up here.
A cause for concern.
No sunlight? You really didn't see any windows in this building?
No.
No, none at all. No windows means no oxygen. We might be suffocating as we speak. We've survived this long. I think we'll be okay.
Hey.
You're acting way too nonchalant. Doesn't this place bother you at all? It's a dome with a fake sky. That's like something out of a movie.
So,
Maybe whoever brought us here actually wanted us to wanted to recreate the feeling of being outside, in lieu of actually letting us outside. Sure, if you want to make broad assumptions.
you see,
In a situation like this, making assumptions is all you can really do.
Fair.
Whether or not the sky is really a projection, it's not something we can do much about. For now, we should remain focused on meeting the other students. Sniff. Above the inane chatter, I heard a high-pitched noise sort of being like a mouse's squeak. It was so unlike the current conversation, it automatically stood out. Hey, can you guys stop talking for a sec? What's their problem?
Yeah.
Do you hear that?
Eh?
Or what? It almost sounds like whimpering.
Strike me pink.
Wait, I just heard it.
Oi, you.
Wait, who the hell is crying? Quit hiding and talk to us. You ignore the shrew. Her bark is worse than her bite. Who are you calling a shrew? The crying seems to have stopped, but whoever it was refused to come out. Can we just leave them be? If they don't want help, it's not our issue.
Goodness.
Don't be so heartless. This could be someone in need.
Be careful.
To the girl that is crying, please excuse my friend here. None of us are here to hurt you, so I think you should come out. Hiding will only make you more scared.
You think?
Do you really think that's going to convince them? She's cute!
Eh?
Hello, I wasn't,
Hello.
how about you tell us your name first?
Eloise Toner. I'm the ultimate fencer. It's really nice to meet you all, even if it doesn't seem like it.
Wait! A plus-size character that isn't a stereotypical ultimate, like a otaku or a baker. Wait, she's so cute. Eloise Toner, ultimate fencer. Ultimate fencer, was it?
Strange.
That's strange. Someone who's prolific at fighting shouldn't have reason to hide from people.
That's not.
Actually, it doesn't focus much on courage as people think. The key to fencing is the ability to predict their opponent's moves, along with the agility to avoid them. Acting brash may get you the first move, but it's a steady, analytical mind that secures the win. That's kind of impressive.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. I get really excited when it comes to the subject, so I can't help but gush.
Listen to me.
But I have to ask, why were you hiding from us? She stood there quietly, deep in thought.
Okay.
When I woke up, I had no idea where I was or why I was here.
Kind of like.
There were several strangers around me, and they were also panicked as well. I felt like a mouse caught in a trap. Everything around me was so suffocating. That's why I ran away immediately. I really don't like it when people can see me like that. Can't even call my mom. My phone wasn't on me when I came
I
to.
understand.
If it's any reassurance, it seems my friends and I are in the same situation.
Seriously?
Yeah, that's probably the last thing she wants to hear. And since when were we friends? Was there anyone with you when you woke up? Yes, but I didn't get to talk to him before I went into flight mode. Sorry. So this girl's just as clueless as us. And it seems she also passed out on that train. Damn it. What the hell's going on here? Were you the only people in that building, by the way? Miss Kiera is currently introducing us to everyone else. Would you like to join?
Maybe.
I think I want to say where I am. Very well. When you meet the others, I'll tell them to gather here. That way you won't be alone. Also, if everyone's together, we can discuss our next course of action. Yeah, I'll wait here if it makes things easier for everyone.
Many thanks.
Many thanks, Miss Toner. I love her. Like, she's so pretty. Like, I'm actively, like, gushing. Compared to before, she looked a lot calmer. Wolfgang knew how to handle the situation pretty well. Or maybe he just knows how to handle people in general. Why is this girl so sassy? Like, I love her, but like, come on.
Strange.
Well, I agree the sky is most likely a video projection. Why would someone want to create a fake sky in the first place? Who is this gorgeous woman? A guy was leaning... Oh, it's a guy. Whoops. A guy was leaning against a hedge with his hands in his pockets.
Indeed.
Looks like you found some friends. Indeed, why don't you say hello? He looked at us and waved. I resisted the urge to wave back.
Attention.
Have you no manners? Talk to
All
them.
good.
Alright, my bad. Clearly amused, he stood up straight and faced us.
Don't worry.
Sorry about that. Didn't mean to act like a dick. Today's just been all over the place for me. No excuse, I know.
I suppose.
I suppose we can forgive you if you give us your name. Easy enough. I'm Desmond Hall.
They call me the.
He's so fine! A Danganronpa game actually giving people of color actual characters that aren't stereotypes. Oh, I love him. A marksman, eh? That must mean you're really good at shooting stuff, right?
Right.
That's right. I have a really good eye for my targets. Oh my god, I need to get a tissue. My nose is clogged. It's like an hour of me just going back and forth. Jesus. Hold on. I'm back. Whoops. Guns, bows, slingshots, you name it. I've hit bullseyes with all of those weapons. I must ask, you haven't killed anyone, have you? Whoa, never. I realize my talent may leave some people on edge, but I only practice on stationary targets. Moving targets are really outside my comfort zone. Believe me, I've never taken a human life.
See.
Good to know. For such a serious question, he composed himself pretty quickly. I guess this guy knows how to keep his cool. So where's your partner? We all had one to my knowledge. Oh, you mean the pirate guy? He was, well... he was fine. Harmless for the most part. Just a little too extreme for me to be around. In situations like this, I prefer to keep to myself. I know that sounds less cooperative, but, you know. Yeah, I know what you mean. Wait, just a second. Huh? Did you just say a pirate? Sounds dumb, I know. I wouldn't buy it either unless if I hadn't spoken to a guy myself. It's gotta be that one freaky dude on the train, right? The buff one with the dragon tattoo? Yup, that's your man. He went through the door over there, so... Huh? I gotta see him. You have fun with that. Just saying the guy's a little out there. By the way, Desmond, did you see the girl in the gray uniform over there? I told her I'm going to bring everyone here. I think it's important that we discuss this current situation as a group. Could you give her some company while I'm gone?
Easy enough.
Oh, sure thing. Others are an odd bunch, so good luck convincing them. You may act casual, but being the ultimate marksman must take a lot of diligence. Always keeping a steady hand, always thinking on your feet. There's probably a lot to learn from someone like that. Everyone else must be up in the building ahead. Perhaps they were discussing something.
My.
Let's head over and find out, shall we? Is there anyone else around here? No. This game feels so nice, dude. Like, it genuinely feels like one of the nicest games I've played. Like, the walking's so smooth. Oh, okay. Holy hell! Is that a tree? The thing has to be like 60 feet tall or something. A sight to behold, isn't it?
That's not it.
Let's not get too excited. It's only a tree.
No.
I'm not even sure we can say that. Care to elaborate? I don't quite get what you mean. Eva bent down and brushed on the fallen leaves in her hands. I didn't hear any crunching or tearing.
Interesting.
This is a fall tree. How could someone possibly manufacture a tree of this size?
Look at this.
If it's real, explain why these leaves don't make any noise when I break them. My expression said it all. Why the hell is there a huge fake tree?
Interesting indeed.
I'd be hard-pressed to find a school with an installation like this. You'd be hard-pressed to find it anywhere. I feel like you'd only see this in a museum or something.
In any case,
This building certainly has a strange aesthetic. That's one way to put it. The tree was in the center of a large circular room. Surrounding it was a bunch of people I recognized from the train. See the others Toshiko was talking about. Counting the two we just met, this is everyone, correct?
Indeed.
Correct.
What's wrong?
Is something wrong?
You see?
Everyone from our train cars here. Where are the other people who were on the train? That's a good point. There were other people, right? Of course, the academy said they reserved that train for its students. Yeah, but did you actually see anyone?
let's see.
I never left our car, but I know Miss Madison did. Huh?
I apologize.
You mentioned leaving for the bathroom, remember?
I see.
Oh, right. I passed a bunch of students on the way to the crapper. Didn't talk to them, though.
Strange.
And must have heard the commotion in our car. Why didn't they help us? Maybe they were also knocked out? I doubt it's something we can answer right now. Can I just introduce you to the others already? Yes, we should familiarize ourselves with the people who are currently here. Okay, I guess that's the only thing we can do right now. Regardless, the whole thing was pretty baffling. If the other students on the train passed out, where are they now? And if they didn't pass out, why did they not help us escape our car? Hello. Glad to see you're alright, kid. Of course I'm alright. You gave everyone a scare running away like that. I really thought we could catch you, but... How fortunate the door came equipped with a lock.
See?
However, it was all worth it. Look at these people I befriended during my exploration. I'll give credit where credit's due. You came back with plenty of spoils.
Oi, you.
Oi, I want to talk for a sec. Huh? You're a pirate, right? Shiver me timbers, ahoy matey, that kind of pirate, right?
Pirate?
Hey?
Huh? I'm a pirate, I'm a ship captain. There's a huge difference. Huh? A ship captain? Why are his tits so big? I'm so glad that I don't have a face cam on, cause like, I'd be slobbering all. I can't say that!
I'm talking.
You don't need to be so loud. She was just asking a question. Just a question? Huh. For guys like me, that pirate nonsense is a tired stereotype. Pirates live off stealing and causing trouble. We ship captains are nothing like those lowlives.
Jeez.
If you're not a pirate then, please then explain the clothes. Huh? Do you look like the clothes of a pirate to you? Maybe not a real one, but an exaggerated stereotype, sure.
Please don't.
It's probably best you leave this man alone. I think he's dealt with our kind before.
My mistake.
I never liked to soil the moon, but a man can only stand so much.
Sorry.
Sorry for losing my cool.
Anyway.
Okay, whatever. You said you were a ship captain, right? This guy was acting weird, but I wanted to get more out of him. Why is everyone so fucking rude in this game? Damn! I never pictured a ship captain wearing an he's receiving an invitation from Eden's Garden Academy. Especially not someone like this guy.
That's right.
That's right. I know the seas like the back of my hand. Every river and waterway within the north and southern waters. I'm the king of the seas here.
King of the seas, hero of the storms. I am John de la Mer.
He's kind of hot. I want him. King of the seas, hero of the storms? Do people actually call him that, or did he come up with those names himself?
Is that really true?
You know every river and waterway? Is that really true? Yup, I've studied every map I possibly can. Of course, I haven't actually been everywhere. According to a stingy little thing called Border Patrol, that's known in some ports as trespassing. I may be king of the seas, but I'm not above the law. I suppose that's good enough.
I see.
Either way, it's like it matters much here. From the looks of it, we're nowhere near the ocean.
Leave it to me.
Fortunately, life as a captain has accustomed me to the unexpected. You lads can trust in me. I'll protect you as if you were my own crew.
What now?
Protect? Protect us from what? I suppose from whoever put those wristwatches on us. Then again, there doesn't seem to be anyone else in this place apart from us.
How's that sound?
Guess that means our only obstacle is finding an escape. Not too big of an ask, eh? All we need to do is find where we entered, then voila! Sweet freedom! For such a simple conclusion. He sure was making a big deal out of it.
By the way,
It may interest you to know that there are other people gathering outside the building, Miss Kaira explored. Explored. Oh. We want everyone together so we can discuss what to do next. Would you like to join?
Good to know.
Always good to keep people on the same wavelength. See you there, mate. That guy's a prick. Not all what I expected. Funny, he was every bit as dumb as his appearance. What's the Academy thinking inviting someone like him? Damn, our main character's pretentious. Wait, Is this where the class trial is gonna be held? Because I can already tell that there's a entryway in the middle of the tree. And seeing all of these doors, they're probably gonna open every trial. Seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's also rooms upstairs. Okay. Who do I talk to next? Oh, there's Hot Girl. Wendy from Gravity Falls, not my type. Furry. Anyways, guy in a beanie that looks like he's gay. Oh, pretty lady and K-pop idol. Anyways, oh, and there's nerd. I want to talk to you. Oops, I'm really sorry for hurting your feelings. I'll give your content a try. Who knows? I might really like it.
Man.
Meh. If you didn't like me from the start, you're never gonna like me. Hey, you too.
Wait.
Why am I talking to K-pop idol? I want to talk to you. You look like a twink.
Over here.
Oh crap, new guy, over here. What? You boarded the train before things went all crazy, right? Check it out, me and the new guy together again. Who is this loser? Stop acting like we're friends. I don't even know you.
You're just messing with
Haha,
me.
that's a joke, right? What is? You know the thing you just said.
Hey.
Maybe you've heard my name though. This Kai Montanago. Ring a bell? No. You saw like a botched, failed K-pop group, like lead singer, who was only known for his good looks and then went underwater because their company wouldn't even like produce them. You look like a failed underground SoundCloud wannabe K-pop idol group that couldn't even go past the first round of a survival game show. You look like that bitch from that like virtual idol thing that they came out with a while back. I'm
Hey.
Come on, Kai Montanago. Something of an artist, something of an entrepreneur. He's an influencer. A really big influencer. Nope. Doesn't ring a bell.
Ouch.
Ouch,
Right
right
in
in
the
the
ego. I thought I already lost all faith in humanity before coming to this dump, but
ultimate Damn, bruh, you don't look like no influencer. You look like you make shitty SoundCloud raps. You don't recognize the dumbass? Must be nice. You do. The guy's the cancer of the internet. You disagree with him on one thing, and he'll sick his army of underage followers on you. That's crazy! He is a K-pop idol! He's a dictator with a trendy fit.
another day, another drama.
Dictator? Sheesh! You naysayer types are always so overdramatic.
Whatever.
Don't listen to her, new guy. This chick's just recycling other people's propaganda. You're one to talk. Check yourself in the mirror before crying propaganda.
See that?
Yeah, I see you're no stranger to photo editing. I'm kinda impressed. No one would ever guess you had the face of a horse. He's crying! The pansy's crying! I don't like him. And the tears return as quickly as they vanished. I'm not sure what I expected an influencer to be like in person, but this was definitely not it.
Don't be mean.
Hey, leave Kai alone. He may not be the nicest person in the room, but can't you see her hurting his feelings? She's so cute! Aww, wait! He's like a pathetic little baby. I want to like put him in soaking water and like throw him against the wall. Like that one fucking Webkins.
Ugh.
You can get over it. Anyway, what about you? Can you give me your name and talent? Oh, sure.
I'm Diana Venecia, your local cosmetologist. If you're ever in need of a makeover, I'll work my magic.
She's a Cosmo! She's a Cosmo girl! Wait, my grandmother used to teach Cosmo. Wait, I love her? Wait, oh my god. Diana Venezia. Oh, she's so pretty. Oh, she's so pretty. She's so gorgeous.
Come again?
Is that it? You're just a makeup artist?
For your information.
Not just a makeup artist, the makeup artist. What?
Indeed.
Diana is the biggest beautician in Hollywood. She's relatively new to the public sphere, but word of her talent has been dominating social media, enough to pique the interest of the entertainment elite. Now every A-list celebrity is scrambling to hire her.
What?
I see this is not your first time talking about her. I'm simply quoting my friends. They're all on Diana's waiting list.
I'm sure.
I'm sure.
Anybody?
Why is it a shock that this guy doesn't recognize her? What about
How
me?
humiliating.
Why do you care what he thinks? Isn't a demographic for people like you largely teenage girls?
Hell no!
My stuff is for everyone. I'm inclusive like that. I support gay people. I look like a transgender person. I'm probably non-binary, but I have a job, so I don't really give a fuck. That's what you sound like, you stupid Ugbo. You look like an average non-binary in 2020. You look like you would be named Arson with the last name Asher Dust or whatever. You look like you'd be into warrior cats. Fucking loser.
Hold on.
Okay, that's it. Let's break this up. Diana, could you and Kai go to the courtyard outside? We're trying to get everyone together there.
No worries.
Alright, see you later. But none of those guys like me either. Makeup artist and an influencer. Were this any other academy, I wouldn't bat an eye. Ultimate Talent Program is a shell of itself. It'll hand out the ultimate titles to anyone who asks. But you didn't start an academy. It was said it was above all that. Said it prioritized academic talent. Now, it thinks I'm on par with those two? Well, if you weren't a bitch, maybe you would be. Fucking loser. A boy was silently observing the space around him and jotting things down to a notebook.
Hello?
Hey, you.
The hell?
What the hell? Sorry. I dozed off for a bit there.
Cause for concern.
You have terrible eye bags. Have you not been getting enough sleep? Getting knocked out on that train was the most sleep I've gotten in a week. Thankfully, that little girl woke me up before I wasted too much time. If I had known better, I wouldn't have. Your terrible sleep schedule has diminished your already meager natural beauty. The guy paused for a few seconds and then began furiously scribbling in his notebook. Interesting. Boy with a snake tie, girl with a white uniform, man with a dapper suit.
Oi, you.
Oi, what are you doing?
Excuse me.
A very loud woman with a visor.
Uh,
Are you writing about us?
Mhm.
I'd make sure to record all of my daily happenings. There's no way I'd remember it all otherwise. In some fashion, note-taking is just one of my many responsibilities.
My name is Ulysses Wilhelm, and I'm the ultimate historian. Please make note of that for future reference.
Wait, he's kinda cute. I kinda like him. He has that butch cut, but like, he's also a twink, so you can make it work. I'm just saying a fellow scholar, much like myself.
Please.
Shouldn't an ultimate historian be good at memorizing
Yes.
stuff? Yes, I'm perfectly proficient at remembering historical facts. This notebook is just for more frivolous information, stuff like shopping lists, classmate birthdays, when to brush my teeth.
filthy.
Such excellent memory wasted on menial trivia. You probably couldn't even remember the day of your wedding anniversary unless you wrote it down.
Unfortunately.
I think that's the same for most men.
So,
So, what do you do as ultimate historian? As of right now, I work at the Tako0mari River Museum in Tenascoma.
And so on and so on.
I direct one of the exhibits there, the Cold War era. When I'm not giving tours, I'm studying primary source documents in my office. No wonder you can't get any sleep. If you can stay awake while reading all those boring history books, there's something definitely wrong with you. History isn't for everyone, I'm aware, but it's important knowledge nevertheless. Those who fail to learn from history are doomed to sound stupid when arguing on the internet.
No.
That's not how the saying goes. It isn't, but I updated it to coincide with more modern values. I thought it was funny.
Right.
Humor is subjective.
Anywho,
People have begun gathering outside. Planning to discuss our next course of action. Could you please join them?
Sleepy.
Yes, right. Thank you, miss. He hurriedly fumbled through the pages of his notebook. Toshiko Kaira.
unacceptable!
Did you seriously forget my name? This is the most egregious offense. Take solace in the fact that I am a mere matchmaker and not your romantic partner.
According to my notes.
In a large world run by even larger ideas, small things can be easily overlooked. Fanning herself in dignity, Toshiko stormed off. Shall we follow her? Yeah, this guy we just met probably won't. Okay, I got 3. I got it. Ooh! Wait, no, I don't want to talk to any of you. I want to talk to this guy.
Come on!
Come on, man, just say something. Come on, please, pretty please.
So harsh.
So harsh. I only wanted what's your name. Hey.
Figures.
Oh, it's more people.
How's it slipping and sliding?
Hey there. He's so silly.
Oi!
What's the matter with him? I don't know. It's been ages trying to get this guy's name, but I won't say anything.
It's simple.
Being a weirdo about it. Just ignore him. Who are you anyway? Who am I?
The name's Jet Dawson, Ultimate Drag Racer. Nice to meet you, shrimp.
He's hot. He's hot too. I want him. Most of the guys in this game are hot. Drag racer. Even given his outfit, that comes as no surprise. Aren't you warm in that suit? Are you confused? There's a fan inside the back of my helmet that emits cool air. Kind of like the fans in car seats that cool your butt. It's not super rad. With the way he yells every word, he could make anything sound like a big deal. Only issue is they don't extend to the rest of my suit. Is he fat? Oh, I want you. Take off that suit, boy. Anyways.
Get a grip.
Then stop wearing the suit. Walk around naked? I meant wear different clothes.
So...
You must also have an ultimate talent, correct? Would you mind sharing it?
My name's Mark Bursky. I produce music.
So a music producer? Yeah.
It's nothing.
But it's mostly bad remixes and stuff. Oh man, your music's wicked good. You know my songs? Nope. Do I even have to? You're the ultimate music producer. That about says it all.
Moving on.
I assume you two also woke up in this place, right? Do you have any idea what might be going on?
Yeah.
This whole shebang did come out of the blue, but to be honest, it feels a lot like an extreme haunt. You know what that is? I don't. Figures. You don't look the type.
Hey.
Meaning.
You following?
Anyway. Extreme haunts are really intense horror attractions. Think a haunted house crossed with a survival horror game. Interesting.
Oh boy.
Staff will chuck you into underground tunnel systems, trap you in coffins, anything to scare you. I'm pretty good with the coffins, not so much the tunnels. What's this stuff got to do with us? You see, there's a couple places that are known for starting their haunts with a simulated kidnapping.
For real?
To make it feel as real as possible, they'll even take you when you least expect it. Thing is, they can't just jump anybody. You gotta consent first. The hell? I never agreed to being kidnapped.
Come off the grass.
Extreme haunts, eh? People know better than to involve me in that crap.
Well?
Maybe we consented to our kidnapping without realizing?
Hey?
Huh? For example, the letters we received from the Academy. Is it possible those invitations were actually consent forms in disguise?
Really?
Don't tell me you actually believe this guy.
Correct.
Given what we've seen so far, I'd wager anything's possible. Is that really what's happening here? And accepting that letter, asking me to join Eden's Garden Academy. Did I unknowingly agree to this crap? Well, that's just a theory. We won't know what's going on until we explore some more.
In any case,
I have some people who might be interested in your theory. They're gathering by the courtyard outside. You can join them if you want.
Adios.
Sure thing. Let's go, Mark. Though he looked less than enthused, he let the drag racer take him by the arm and lead him away. Could it really be possible? Hold on, I need another tissue. Jesus. What does it say about Eden's Garden Academy? Is it a part of the charade? Is Eden's Garden Academy even real? I should know better than to think nonsense things like that. If the Academy was fake, someone would have already blown its cover. It's more likely that this is happening unbeknownst to the Academy. Okay, Ugbo, who are you?
Yo! I'm Cassidy Amber, the ultimate pro gamer. Don't forget it, Kay.
She's fun.
very nice.
Jumping right into an introduction, I like it.
Yep.
Making a good first impression is key to grabbing the attention of your viewers. Especially if you have over 20 million of them. Gotta earn that watch time.
Really true?
20 million? Is gaming really that popular? It's not just gaming, it's pro gaming. Facing off against opponents in front of a large audience with prestige and prizes online. Stakes can't get any higher. While her talent is pretty frivolous, her attitude towards video game competitions is somewhat impressive. It's sort of like how I feel about debating. Oh, question. What is it? You guys know if this place has internet? I promised my comrades my streaming schedule wouldn't change after starting school, so I'm kind of freaking out.
Again.
Your comrades? Because these comrades, they're the biggest fan community on the internet. So must be your followers, being a streamer and all. Would definitely explain the hat.
Curious.
You must be very wealthy then. I've heard that popular streamers earn a lot of money, especially from subscriber donations. There are many stories about young men falling prey to the infamous tiered subscription. They are rendered forever unmarriageable. Such a shame. So how many suckers have you swindled? With such a large fan base, you must be racking in the dough.
The hell?
What's wrong with your face?
I see how it is.
You think the only motivation is money, don't you?
Aye.
Well, duh. Why else would you be a streamer?
Bourgeoisie scum.
Typical bourgeoisie scum! Whoa.
I stream for the betterment of the human race. As the leader of Cassidy's comrades, it is my duty to redistribute most of my earnings to the masses.
You mean you give away all your money?
Yep.
I do tons of expensive and generous stunts on my channel. Most of it is for charity, but sometimes it's for random subscribers.
My genius is almost frightening.
One time, I bought a spaghetti factory and donated it to a public school. Those kids will never have to pay for lunch again. They've probably gotten sick of eating pasta every day. All these giveaways are streamed too. They're really popular, so I get tons of views and donations from them.
Impressive.
Impressive. You managed to commodify the act of charity. Of course, I gotta reserve some money for basic necessities. A truckload of chocolate soda being one. But it's not a problem for a person like me to have money, since I earn it through my own hard work.
So unfair.
The real problems are the swine who make billions every year. Even though all they do is sit around, drink cocktails, and stare at their stock profile.
Bourgeoisie scum.
In fact, I can even detect the rancid stench of a morally bankrupt billionaire in this very academy. I bet they're plotting to profit off our suffering as we speak. This girl is honestly pretty deranged, though that might be why she has such a large audience. Regardless, it doesn't explain why someone like her was invited to Eden's Garden Academy.
Anywho.
As wary as I am of future confrontations between you and the more affluent students, I suggest you head over to the building to be exhibit. I suggest you head over to the building I investigated. We've been telling other people to gather there.
Okay.
Alright. It was nice meeting y'all. Ooh, so you all got caught up in this too, did you? I remember seeing the 5 of you on that train. So you're really ultimate students, huh?
Correct.
We wouldn't have been on that train if we weren't. Just making sure. I knew the education sector had low standards, but are they just handing out titles to anyone who asks?
Jeez.
What? The hell is your damage? Huh. Right. That's it. What's the matter? I know this bitch. As in, personally? Nah, she's the harlot that's been ruining my magazines. Ever since her interview with Rich People's Digest, her stupid success stories have been plastered everywhere. Youngest ever self-made billionaire, pioneer with the agricultural industry. Blah! Did I hear that right? This girl we're talking to, is she actually? I'm flattered you memorized my resume.
Huh?
Your resume? So those things she said weren't an exaggeration?
If I may ask.
This is news to her? Anyone knows about Winona. Winona? That would be my name, yes.
Although, many call me the ultimate entrepreneur. Origins aside, it's one good title.
No wonder she gave off such an intense aura. This girl probably has enough money to buy an entire country. Still, that doesn't mean I'm going to let her talk down to me. She has looks, talent, and wealth. She would be a truly auspicious match.
Interesting.
Why would a billionaire need to attend a school like Ian's Gardens Academy? I thought it would be an opportunity to make connections with the well-established geniuses of my generation.
Nasty.
Now that I'm aware of the lax admissions process, I'm leaving the first chance I get. And not because you've been kidnapped? You can't leave. Destiny has decreed that I must guide you towards a most wondrous romance.
Nope.
I'm not really interested in that. I'd rather receive financial reparations from the Academy. At the very least, let me be your stud. With my divine foresight, I shall lead your legal battle to victory. After I fell asleep in that train car, someone must have carried me out and dumped me next to the tree here.
Sheesh.
Why did no one stop them? Were there no precautions in place to stop someone from manhandling a student? I'd say it was extreme ineptitude on the school's end, but since it appears I'm not the only victim,
Joke.
well, that makes things all the more sinister. So she thinks someone carried her here? It's possible, I guess. They could have transported us from the train by vehicle, then carries us in. When you woke up. Wait, wrong person. When you woke up, was there anyone with you?
Honestly?
But she was weird, so I left her. You're a walking stereotype.
You see?
We know about as much as you do. The 5 of us have been walking around and talking to other students that were on the train.
Let's see.
The rest of them are congregating. Jesus Christ. Congregating outside. Once we meet everyone, maybe we'll be able to figure out what's been going on.
By the way...
Say, why don't you join them? I think I'll take you up on that offer. Such a relief that one of you actually had something useful to say. That girl is a piece of work, but given the recent happenings, she's not worth the stress. More importantly, what's happened to us, it's too much for a single pair of hands. Someone had to sneak onto, maybe even hijack that train, find a chemical agent, and then carry everyone they knocked out. There's gotta be more than one person behind this. A group, maybe. The question becomes who and why. We got one more person. Hey girl, hey! Miss Big, Buff, and Beautiful.
Golly.
What's this? More friends?
Stop.
Let's not go that far. I don't even know your name or talent yet.
Wait just a sec.
And let me tell ya.
Hi, my name is Ingrid Grimwall, and I'm the ultimate blacksmith.
A real blacksmith, eh? Is it anything like how movies depict it? Have you ever made swords out of molten metal? Not just swords, but tools, armor, statues. If you can name it, I can forge it. It's never an easy undertaking, I will admit. Sprained muscles are par for the course, but same way climbing a mountain is painstaking. But reaching the top delivers a high you can never forget. The struggle is all worth it for the outcome. No wonder she's built like an athlete. Her job sounds more like non-stop high-intensity exercise. So, how is your kind not gone extinct? That sounds so bad! That sounds so, that sounds actually foul! You can't just say that! Oh my god! You can't just say that to another human being! Jesus Christ! Extinct? Made redundant by technology.
Can't you see?
Aren't there ways to make specialized weapons without overworking yourself?
Well, I don't
Against modern
admit it.
machines, it's sure I'm not an equal match. Because I think I'm better than them. Those hunks of metal may look cool, but their creations lack the human touch. You gotta keep things natural, traditional. That's when truly amazing things happen.
Now would you look at that?
If my creation touches the heart, it's better than anything made by machine. Imperfections be damned.
My.
Ooh. Better than machines, huh? People have always told me my skills were impressive, yet I'm to be compared to a computer or something. How come a blacksmith can receive that sort of acclaim before me? There's always been a demand for handmade things, especially nowadays. Does our audience skew older by chance? Old folks, movie producers, board game enthusiasts, even the occasional youngin'. These are all people who visit me. It's great when I can relate to most of my clients. Their excitement is mine. Exactly which clients does she relate to?
Moving on.
In any case, are you the same as us? Were you also kidnapped on that train and taken here? Oh, I wouldn't say kidnapped. What? Did you not black out on that train? No, I did.
Well,
then how would you describe the situation? Maybe it's a surprise excursion? Better yet, a surprise exam. The people who are running this program are just putting our abilities to the test.
Take this seriously.
That's stupid. If the academy was out and hinged, no one would continue attending it.
let's get going.
Well, you know, whatever it is, I'm sure we'll get out of here. Needless optimism isn't a substitute for reason. By the way, there's a gathering happening outside the building Miss Kayura explored. Would you like to join? We plan to discuss some very important matters there. No, aren't you nice? I'll get right to it. Don't do anything silly while I'm gone. Well done. We've exchanged formalities with everyone here. We should meet up with the others and formulate a plan of action.
I am an ultimate!
On our honor as ultimates, we shall not be confined any longer. What a dramatic kid, Jesus. The others should be gathered by the courtyard outside. That's where we should head next. The other 11 students were gathered in the center of the courtyard, nervously discussing the situation.
Any clue?
So, any clue what's going on here?
What if...
We're being pranked, 100%. This would be a really elaborate prank.
No, seriously.
Some people have the money for it. Whatever it is, I'm killing the prick who's responsible. And surprisingly, they didn't seem to be getting anywhere.
Excuse me.
This is off topic, but I don't believe I ever asked your name, loud woman advisor.
Remember the name.
It's Grace, you wanker. And your surname, please? Madison, Grace Madison, the ultimate golfer. Huh? How do you know that?
My.
You said in the dining hall, remember?
Problematic.
I don't recall you being there for introductions. Maybe she was eavesdropping? Eavesdropping? I would never. I simply happened to overhear your conversation, that's all. In other words, she was eavesdropping. Hey, if we could take a step back for a second. Was this about a dining hall? He's so... Oh, I want you!
Correct.
It's outside, inside the building over there.
Huh?
Is there a kitchen too?
Man.
They got anything locale? I'm starving. Be patient, will you? Introductions are still underway. Okay, but you have to speedrun them. Gaming references from someone else? The universe has been thrown out of balance. With Grace Madison, we have the almighty and prestigious both game Akira. He's well known as the ultimate lawyer. Yes, that's correct. Oh, hey, lawyer man.
Lawyer man?
Is that your name for me?
Yep.
It's either that or Wolfie. Do you like Wolfie more?
I must decline.
Stay with what you already have. Lawyer, wow, it's so nice to meet you. Next up we have, Toshikosu. His name seems to be escaping me. Perhaps you might know Wolfgang, Grace?
I'm not too...
Fuck it, I know his name. My bad, I got a sort of habit of mixing you sort of guys together. Oh wait, what are you waiting for? Tell us your name already. Damon Maitsu, the ultimate debater.
A debater?
Ooh, so like a bargain bin lawyer. That's...
Hiya.
Come on, darling, you can do it. Yes, share your name. Eva. Just Eva?
Just like my video.
Just like the spy? Eva Sunaka. That's a very pretty name.
Would you look at that?
Fittingly elegant, isn't it? But let's not get off topic. What's your talent, Eva?
That's...
That she's mentioned it. I'm pretty sure you never told me your talent. What's up with that? I told you mine. It's only fair you tell me yours. Ultimate liar. Liar? Ultimate liar? That's so funny. So, like, what's your actual talent? That's it? What?
Good to know.
Didn't you know? Didn't know lying was something you could be the best at. Learn something new every day.
For real?
You actually believe her? Someone's supposed to make a career out of lying. Easy. Get a job in marketing.
It's the truth.
It's just what I am.
How can that be?
Is that supposed to be your explanation? That's... I mean, if you're the best at lying, how are we supposed to believe anything you say? See why those last few words will turn out Eva expectantly. That was when it happened.
Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Can everyone hear me? Yes? Great! Good morning, my amicable student friends. First off, allow me to apologize. I realize the ride here was a bumpy one, especially for ultimates such as yourselves. But expect things to be different within these halls. Yes, it is my pleasure and privilege to welcome you all to Eden's Garden Academy. May this be the beginning of a wondrous journey.
Doubt it.
Did he just say we're at Eden's Garden Academy?
No.
We can't be.
You think?
No kidding. This place looks nothing like a school.
Stop talking so loud.
I want to hear this. I'm sure you're on the edge of your seats waiting for a proper orientation, but there's one more thing to do before we can meet face to face. Won't be very long. All I ask is that you enter a building across from me. From there, we can begin preparations for a formal introduction. Until then, farewell. Click.
I must take note of this.
Oh, certainly. Interesting. Couldn't agree more. Whack.
Somebody explain.
Do you think he's the person that brought us here?
You following?
Yo, what if he set up the sleeping gas on the train?
Bit complicated.
In that travel bag? How do you reckon he snuck it on?
Guys.
Sorry to interrupt, but we're not going to skip the part that you said about the building, are we? He wants us to go inside. What do you think? Should we?
No.
Hell no! I'm not waltzing right in there for me to die or something. Die? Do you think we're going to be harmed? If our captors wanted to kill us, we'd already be dead. What would the point be in killing us now? Reactions, I guess? I don't know. I'm not a psychopath.
How should I put it?
Closer, what if we walk in there together as one big group? When you know someone's looking out for you, things can be a lot less scary. She's got a point. The only way we could progress is if we face the problem head on.
Soybean.
Easier said than done, Soybean. I guess that makes sense, but isn't it too naive? There's nothing wrong with a bit of optimism from time to time. Let's just try it, okay? Alright. We gathered around the entrance, none of us willing to be the first to walk through. Eventually, I mustered enough willpower to push the doors open.
SpongeBob, the fuck wrong with you? I'm on that good cushion alcohol.
In front of me lay the battered, bloody body of a young woman. Oh my god, already? Is that girl dead? Why is there a dead body? What happened?
There's no way.
Is this another student?
Holy!
Shit, what the shit? Dining hall people, you were in this building before. Tell us, what's going on?
Dude!
Yeah, why didn't you mention this other girl?
What the hell?
I never even saw her.
Really?
Huh? You were there too, bargain bin? Don't even. There's a floor below us. That's where I woke up.
Very funny.
And you miss a whole ass person? Yeah, right. You saw her. You must have seen her. Come on, just admit it. Stop pressing me for an answer, you. I can corroborate Damon's story. There was never a body. Miss Marsden walked through this exact hallway and saw nothing.
I wasn't expecting this.
So between the time you left and the time you returned, this girl was murdered? You think she was murdered? Well, I don't know for sure, but what happened to her? Does it really look self-inflicted?
Oh, shit!
So there's a killer running loose? I don't recall hearing anything when I was waiting outside. This one can back me up, right?
Shit.
She's right. There were no screams and no one left the building. So the killer's still inside? As more panicked shouts filled the corridor, Eva silently walked over to the body. Oi, what are you doing? Ignoring Grace's questions, she crouched down beside the dead girl and poked her in the face. What the?
You.
The fuck is wrong with you? Stop that.
Strange.
It's not real.
Eh?
This girl, she's just a dummy. A dummy?
How?
Nuh-uh, that's definitely a real body.
You're crazy!
Didn't you just say you were a liar? Why should we believe you?
It's the truth.
If you don't believe me, inspect it yourself. If no one else is offering, I can do it. Wait, him?
Are we ready?
Well, how does that sound for everyone? He turned to look at each of us. I had my reservations, but when his eye gazed at mine, my lips instantly shielded shut. The look he gave me was unexpectedly intent. Yeah, you can do it. The pirate casually approached the body and knelt beside it. Then, dressed like Eva.
I'll be damned.
Would you look at that? She's right. It is a dummy.
For real? Say what?
How did she know it was fake?
You see?
My intuition. Also, a corpse would smell. This doesn't smell.
Dude, no!
As if! Could you be any more suspect?
That ain't it.
Not just that, there's something under the dummy. Oh, what is it? A tablet. John rose from the ground and turned around to face us. Sure enough, he was holding a tablet. It was slid under the dummy. There's no blood on it as far as I could tell. Nice hiding place. Hi. When I noticed it, if I hadn't take a closer look, you have the impression I was supposed to, don't it?
For real?
It was on the tablet. Let me turn it on. He pressed the button, then walked over and held the tablet for us to see. Ooh, it's loading something. After a few seconds, the loading symbol vanished. In its place was a photo of the girl. What's this? However, the tablet hadn't finished loading. And after that image, she was stabbed 20 times in her torso and just died from blood loss. The victim also suffered from chemical burns to the head. Most notable burns are to her eyes and scalp. Time of death is unknown. Ultimate teacher's aid. Reads like a body report. First, a dead body that's revealed to be a dummy. Now, a body report? What the hell's going on? Jeez, took you long enough to find that tablet. Long ago, a heinous murder was committed, and the victim happened to be an ultimate, much like yourselves. Before you is a perfect reconstruction of the crime scene, as well as an effigy of the victim with the proper and appropriate injuries. It was quite emotionally draining to craft that dummy. It served as a strong reminder of what was lost. She was such a nice girl. So much potential lost to violence. What is this man playing at? Anyway, it's your responsibility to figure out the details of her death. The surrounding area, the murder weapon, how she reacted in her final moments, etc. Oh, but don't worry about finding the murderer's identity. It's already right in front of you. See that gray man on the tablet screen? Yup, that's your guy. Please investigate the crime scene and gather as many clues as you can. After a certain period of time, you'll be asked to present your findings to me. Believe me, it's your best interest to put your full effort into this. Have fun, everyone. Click.
Not okay!
Investigation? What the hell?
Back off.
Fuck, enough of this already. I don't want any part in this. Stop telling me what to do. Rice grabbed a large chunk of rock from the floor and ran over to the speaker. Screaming in obscenity, she pulled her hand as far back as she could.
Brutal.
No way, was that just Watch? Trying to destroy private property? That's his app. Fuck.
Fuck you!
Fuck!
Holy!
Is he for real? Is the school trying to make us solve an old murder?
Don't say that.
Hold on, you guys. You can't just believe everything that strange man claims. Why would Eden's Garden Academy, any academy for that matter, do something like this? Even if it tried to, the ultimate talent program would have stopped them. I wouldn't underestimate the school board executives. When I can get to people's heads and make them take risks they shouldn't. This academy said it was unique. This is their version of an entrance exam. They're so obsessed with being different from the competition, they've forgotten what people want. More like they've forgotten how to be sane. Will the UTB really be okay with this?
Think about it this
Seems pretty counterintuitive. How everyone want to quit their enrollment after this? And Sue.
I'm talking.
This is the work of a separate group. Why are they using the academy's name? As a way to hide their own, maybe? They might have even kidnapped us because we're attending Eden's Garden Academy. Explain. Well, what if they knew we all had to board a train? We'll explain why we passed out. They boarded the train before us and planted the bag with the gas. Because this happened on the train to the academy, they could claim they are the academy. Everyone keeps saying they. Isn't it the speaker man who kidnapped us? It obviously wasn't just him. Seizing a train, bringing 16 people to an unknown location, that takes a team to do so. Of course, that raises another glaring question. Why us? Why have we been brought into this? Is it because we're ultimates? It's not like anyone's specialty is detective work. It just doesn't add up. I think... we'll let the rest of you handle this. I doubt I'm needing this grotesque situation. I'll be on my way. Yeah, that's okay. Actually, can I come with? I'd feel super bad leaving you alone.
Sure.
Sure, I suppose. Good luck solving the mystery, everyone. I know you can do it. On that note, Diana and Toshiko walked away in the direction of the room with the kitchen. Huh.
Don't get close.
I'm going with them. Screw this. Kai took off down the hallway, like his life depended on it. Geez, better them than us. I don't know about all this. Will that man really let us go if we investigate? We wouldn't know if we continue sitting around like this. For now, all we could do is take the risk and do as he says. He's right. I need to brace myself and follow the directions I've been given. As of now, it's my only way to learn more information about my situation. I can only hope that this ordeal will be over soon. Before I do anything else, I should go back over that tablet. The victim is Karakoshkin. Oh my god, hold on. The victim is Karakoshkinen, the ultimate teacher's aide. She was stabbed in the torso 28 times. The victim also suffered chemical burns to the head. Most notable burns are to the eyes and scalp. Cause of death is not blood. Cause of death was blood loss. Time of death is unknown. There's a lot going on here. Chemical burns in addition to the 28 stab wounds. Jesus, I don't want to believe anything the speaker guy says. But if this murder is really based on true events, damn, the killer is totally sick in the head. Tablet has been added to the truth bullet section of your trinket. Okay.
Oh boy.
Did you catch the look on his face before he ran away? He was about to puke. Guess the whole thing got the better of him.
For real?
Yeah, it's a really gruesome sight. I swear on my dragster that I've never seen anything like it.
Get me?
I mean, I don't make a habit of running into dead bodies, but still, you know. At the end of the day, it's just some puppet. It can't be any worse than a Halloween decoration. Where have you been trick-or-treating? Wolf Creek Crater? A discovery like this would traumatize anyone. Well, almost anyone. I'm fairly thick-skinned. He's clearly not in the right headspace for an investigation. I should just ignore him. Anyways. He's big. So, this is based on a real case? I barely know the girl, yet I feel horrible. I've had my fair share of grievances, but nothing like what she would have endured. I'd do anything to get back to my ship, even if I had to live through a never-ending storm. Jean seems to be missing out at sea. Guess I can't blame him. I want to be anywhere but here right now. Ulysses was scribbling something down in his notebook. He would either be a really, really, really good killer or a really, really, really terrible victim.
I must take note.
Because if you killed Ulysses, if you didn't kill him right away, there's a possibility that he would be able to write something in his notebook. But if you also, he probably would have written everything that happened that day up until that point. So he would have to, like, so if you didn't remember to burn it, people would be very easily figure out, like, the timeline of his death. And if he was a killer, he wouldn't remember the fact that he killed someone. So it'd be very, very, very easy for him to bluff and survive a situation. I think that he's gonna be a killer. Or, what's it called? Victim. He is not surviving. Curious, corporate television can barely create convincing corpses. So how does one wind up here?
Huh?
What does that mean? He finished what he was writing and lowered the book from his face.
According to my
You see, convincingly realistic mannequins like this one are real but rare. It's cheaper, albeit clunkier, to recreate a real body using special effects, but that's obviously not the case here. Somehow we have a mannequin indistinguishable from a real human. It's probably taxidermy. Our captures must not be tight on money.
Yes.
We could produce an amazing TV show, actually. They're probably filming this. Hello, Miss Eloise.
I just want to go home.
I can't believe this is happening. It's just a dummy. Oh, I'll be fine. It's clearly having a moment, not something I want to deal with right now. I wish I could crouch down. Anyways, body time. Our cap just give us a lot of information about this victim. Their credit, what's written on the tablet seems accurate, but I should inspect the body just in case. Damn it, it's just a doll, Damon. Stop hesitating. Doll was slumped against the door, her torso soaked in blood. Parts of her shirt had been ripped open. He saw some bits of bloody, discernible pulp. I quickly took a step back, trying to control my breathing to avoid throwing up. It's just a doll. No reason to be afraid of a doll. Okay. The initial sight of this rifle shocked me so much. The initial sight of the doll shocked me so much, I completely overlooked this rifle. Inspecting it now, I realized something. If the victim was stabbed, why is a rifle near her body? A rifle. Could you step back a bit? I'm curious about something. What? No, Before I could finish my sentence, John walked over to where I was and picked up the gun. Hey, you're messing with the crime scene. Ignore me. He released the magazine of the gun with surprising ease. From the top of the magazine protruded a loaded bullet. That's interesting. This rifle hasn't even been used. Definitely a dangerous thing to have around. I'll put it down and guard it so nobody gets any smart ideas. Better than him holding it. Damn, a loaded gun. What's going on in the killer's head? Why bring a gun to the crime scene and not even use it? Unless that gun was purely for intimidation? It's not very logical, but it'd be a twisted game to play with the victim. So, rifle has been added to the truth bullet section of the trinket. Bloody knife laid next to the victim. It's safe to say that this must have been the murder weapon. Bloody knife has been added to the truth bullet section of your trinket. Pearl has been stabbed repeatedly. I don't need the tablet to know that. However, her cause of death, you think it was stabbed to a heart or something, but the tablet proclaimed blood loss. Taking a closer look, the wounds, they didn't seem excessively deep. At least not deep enough to pierce her heart. She died from blood loss. What does that say about the killer? Probably could have killed her quickly if they wanted. Did they want her to suffer a slow death? Damn, this is messed up. Okay. Hands. Oh. Her hands were surprisingly clean, all things considered. There were no other marks of injuries apart from her nails. Believe there was dried blood underneath them? Why is there blood underneath her nails but not in the rest of her hand? Victim's hands has been added to the truth bullet section of your trinket. It seemed to be all the evidence. Nothing else was catching my eye. I should check the inside of the closet now. The rest of the building. The inside of the closet was old and dilapidated. Dilapidated! Oh my god! It was the last evidence I'd want to dig through, but I had to gather as much evidence as possible. Otherwise, I won't be able to present a strong argument. Interesting. For an easier time to click on things, I could press enter to figure it out. There's a clock above the door. It doesn't seem like it works. It's a bucket. Pretty typical thing to find inside a janitor's closet, but why is it randomly lying here? There's something inside except, what is this smell? It smells like bleach? Bucket. Might be more clues around here. I'm going to check this entire closet for evidence. Smart girl. I like her a lot. Like, I like Eva a lot. I like the fact that, like, the stereotypical helper for this game isn't, like, someone like, Shuichi or, like, a Kaede. Or, like, a Chiaki. It's, like, someone you typically think would be an antagonist. I really like the fact that they use the ultimate liar as, like, a helper. There might be more clues around here. I'm going to check this entire closet for evidence. No thanks. A person like her is probably more likely to cause a murder and not solve one. Alright, have fun with that. Wolf Gaming, okay.
It's for the best.
We must make every effort to examine the crime scene as thoroughly as possible. Not for the sake of entertaining the people who kidnapped us, but for the sake of the victim. After all, this was based on a real murder, was it not? That was what the tablet said, though I'm so skeptical of the validity of the statement. I need to inspect the area about me before I think about moving to the back of the room. The shelf was packed with an assortment of towels. I personally inspected it underneath them, lifting each towel to detect for anything underneath. My hand gathered dust, but that was it. Nothing looked suspicious about them.
Check it out!
Hey, check out what's behind this door. Saying that, she stepped away from the corner. It's a ladder. Doesn't seem like there's anything...
Cool.
There's anything strange about it. Why was this brought to my attention again? Disappointing you. No, that's obviously a stepladder. Aren't they practically the same thing? I have to agree with Miss Amber. Everyone knows an ace of investigating must record his evidence as accurately as possible. That's certainly what the victim would want. Blah, a guy that doesn't get any references is no fun to be around. I'm gonna check on the peeps outside. Smell you later, lawyer man. It's already out of here. Did you even investigate anything besides its stupid ladder? Looks like that's everything around here. I should check out the other end of the room.
Gotta stay one step ahead.
I checked all the containers on this shelf. They're all full, with the exception of one. A bottle of bleach. Bleach, huh? There's a bucket in the closet that reeked of it. It's probably not a coincidence, given this thing is supposed to emulate a real crime scene. It's crazy how much effort has been put into this. Can't think too much about this kind of situation we're in, or I'll never be able to handle it.
Golly!
The shelves are real intriguing. Take a look. Some of the cleaning brands go as far as the 80s and 90s. You recognize them? Because I use them. Why would you use that?
How should I put it?
Old chemicals do the job better, since there were fewer regulations about what's poisonous and all that. Just don't ask where I got them, when don't want to alert the fuzz. I'm sure they don't care about her black market cleaning supplies. The security camera, it's brand new. As she's mentioned, it does look out of place. You think it would have gathered dust like the other items in here? Did it recently get cleaned or something? My company's headquarters have similar ones installed, except these cameras are even more high-tech. Typical school, spending more on security than educating their students. It's assuming this is even the academy is doing. Camera. It's another surveillance camera. Is the guy in the speaker watching us do this? There's the thought made my stomach turn. Ding dong bing bong. Alright everyone, that's time. Look at you all, you've investigated the crime scene so well. It's enough to bring a tear to my eye. Jokes aside, please meet by the elevator for the class trial. You should find it somewhere around the Tree of Ignorance. Don't make me wait too long, I might start getting zap happy. See you soon. Click. Class trial? What the hell does that mean? It's like that's the end of our investigation. If we're done with this closet, we should go outside and talk with the others.
Come off the grass.
Oi, what the hell is a class trial? Your guess is as good as mine. Obviously, we're going to court. Court? What? He's going to put us on trial? Maybe that's where we'll talk about the clues we found.
Just saying.
It makes sense for our current situation. Investigation clues file. What else could that stuff be for? Good point. It does seem oddly similar to court procedures. Obviously, we're missing key suspects and witnesses, but they don't seem to be relevant in this case anyway.
Wait a minute.
He mentioned that this elevator was near the Tree of Ignorance, right? He must be referring to the room with the tree. Probably, yeah. It's the only thing I can think of. However, I don't recall seeing an elevator anywhere. Then what are we waiting for? Let's get our butts over there. She keeps treating this like it's a dumb game. If we're really going on trial, that's gonna be a nuisance to deal with.
Okay.
You might as well follow her. One by one, everyone left. I guess I have no choice but to go as well. This game is so good. I can't wait to see what the class trial's like. How do you mean so stoic at a time like this? Aren't you worried at all? No, not really. It's not like we're investigating some high-stakes murder. It's just a dummy, that's it. Yes, I completely concur. She's obviously faking it. Even without looking at her face, I can tell she's sweating bullets. I knew it. The elevator's gotta be inside the tree. When I arrived at the tree, I already saw that people were bickering.
Check it out.
A big tree. Eden's Garden Academy? Overused religious symbolism is tight. I really hope we get let out after this.
Oi, you.
Can you confirm, liar chick? Why are you asking her?
Boss.
She's like clearly faking her talent.
Am I hearing you right?
And that makes her one of the bad guys? Who else would want to fake their identity besides someone with a secret type? I bet she's the one who brought that gas bomb home to the train.
Really?
And she didn't think to bring a mask to avoid passing out or whatever?
No one else is gonna say it.
If you only needed was a mask to protect you then. Hey, don't look at me. I literally passed out. Selma's got plenty of holes in it. I'd suffocate otherwise.
Something to say.
No, the liar chick's totally sus. Look at how calm she's been acting. She somehow knew that dead body was a dummy, then she poked it in the face? That's not normal. I told you it was my intuition. Intuition, my ass. It's not unbelievable. My gut told me we should inspect the doll. Now look at us. We're on a mission to solve her murder.
Any clue?
Where's this elevator supposed to be again? That's right. There's supposed to be an elevator around here. Let's see. It's the tree of ignorance. Maybe we're missing something here, or maybe we're being played for fools. It's obviously right here. The more I look at it, the more confused I am. I'm gonna get a headache. I better stop. What am I looking for?
Damn.
A golfer made some loaded accusations, huh? People can believe what they want about me. In the meantime, I'm going to search for the elevator. Alright then. The Tree of Ignorance. This reminds me of an exhibit I saw in London.
Come again.
That's certainly random. Well, it was a very memorable exhibit. No, the London thing. Were you on vacation? Vacation? No, I don't do much of those anymore. Why is that? Inconsequential. Nevertheless, London was one of the nicer places to visit. Even if it was only for a few days, I really enjoyed meeting everyone there. There's no way she could have met everyone in London in a few days. Hold on, I need to blow my nose again. It's like I'm diseased or something. Okay, nose has been blowed. I'm supposed to talk to everyone? Oh, the statue! Base of the tree was a marble bust depicting a figure in a creepy mask. There were cracks all over the mask. One of the eyes was even missing. How old must this thing be? You noticed the statue too, don't you? Oh, huh? Oh yeah. What's up with the statue? There's definitely something whack about it. I just can't put my finger on what. Mask is broken. There's a piece missing. Is that weird? The statue is probably like super old. It makes sense it'd be cracking and stuff. No, this definitely seems intentional. Like it's crappy on purpose. Even so, it's not relevant to the elevator, is it? Well, you know. Maybe if we find the piece and place it back on the statue, something will happen, like a puzzle solving game. Sounds kind of far-fetched, but it wouldn't hurt to try. You saying we gotta look for the other part of the mask? Hold on to your buds, because I got the eyes of a predator. Okay!
Whatever.
This isn't a okay, never mind. With that, everyone started to search for the tree again. Some people inspected the tree itself, while others scurried around it. But it seemed like only a few minutes, Grace stood up frantically with something in her hand. Oi, everyone, I found it! and gathered around Grace to see what she was holding.
Nice.
Nice, that must be it. What should we do with it? Do we just stick it back in the mask?
Leave it to me.
Probably, yeah, I'll take care of it. Back off, Hercules. You ain't the one who found it. Grace brought the piece over to the statue and slotted it right into the mask. And then, nothing happened.
Veil.
Oh, that was anticlimactic. Click. Suddenly, the ground we were standing on began to shake.
Golly.
Oh, golly. Are we about to die? Calm down, K-pop boy. You're not gonna die. Oh, the tree opened. It's not like I didn't see that coming from a mile away. My god. Yo, I was right. That actually worked. A fucking secret passageway in a tree. I never thought I'd see that. The Tree of Knowledge, a symbol of sentience, intuition, and understanding, exists only as a barren replica. The Tree of Ignorance emulates a wonder of nature, but does not achieve it. Unjustly so, for ignorance often aspires to be seen as wisdom.
Game over, man!
Oh god, now he's spitting random philosophy! We're so fucked! Well, let's take us to the elevator.
What about...
There's stairs at the foot of the opening. What are we waiting for? Let's explore. Why the sudden rush? I want to get home, duh.
Elementary, my dear.
And if we get this over with, we'll get out quicker. It's simple math.
Sure.
Fair enough. So we just walk in, do we? One by one, we approach the opening of the tree. And descended into the darkness. This is an elevator. I see. The elevator is underneath the tree. Reckless investments, I'm telling you. With a rumble, the elevator began its descent. She thinks she's so cool, standing off to the side with her arms crossed. Loser! With a rumble, the elevator began its descent. With sudden silence, 16 worried strangers plummeting into the unknown. That's what we were, after all. Random people thrown into this horrible place. And for what? Some twisted man's game? A fake crime scene, an investigation, a creepy statue, an elevator in the tree. None of this was the work of your average kidnapper. This was something much bigger, and in no way could it be connected to Eden's Garden Academy. The elevator began to slow, snapping me out of my thoughts. I stood up tall, and when movement stopped completely, the doors opened. In front of us was a large circular hall, supported by marble pillars. In the center of the room, 16 podiums had been arranged into a circle. Were those for us? Welcome everyone! I hope you enjoyed the elevator ride, even if it was a bit quick. As you can see, this is a trial room. Each podium has a name on it. Find your designated podium and stand there until I give out further instructions. And if we don't comply, then I'll zap you, of course. Not the zapping shit again. Just face it, Miss Madison, we have to go along with his demands. Looks like there's a few smart ones in the pack, yay. Well, come along now, we don't have all day. There was no avoiding it. We had to assume our places. Scanning the faces around me, everyone wore similar expressions. Discomfort, anger, worry, it didn't end. We've been kidnapped and forced to play as pawns in some inane game. No free will, no choice in our actions. All we could do was move forward. We had no hope. We had to hope for an escape. A way to run from this twisted place. We had to solve this murder case. Okay, bars. Would you like to save your game? Yup. Overwrite. Butte Rinket. One of my troop bullets. Tablet, blading knife, assault rifle, bucket, victim hands. Got it. Begin class trial. Class trial in session. Oh, this is so cool. Oh, and the music's so big! Oh! Is that Wolfgang? Why is he so tall?
The objective here is simple. Explain how the murder took place. Using evidence you've gathered.
Oh my god, it is.
You will argue what you believe happened to the victim. Should you all agree on the right answer, you will be free to leave this place. Should you all agree on the wrong answer, well, you'll find out. That's all there is to it. Have fun, everybody.
Somebody, get me out of here.
If this is something we must discuss, I know a good place to start.
Get me out of here, 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 get me out of here,
I like how Grace and Wolfgang are kind of like foils to each other. Like they're both polar opposites.
Somebody get me out of here!
What happened to her?
Oh shit! They fried her brain!
Calm down. It's only a shock. She won't suffer any permanent side effect. If I wanted to see the brain dead bicker, I'd just turn on the telly. On that note, please, carry on.
Holy shit, the people running this thing aren't playing around.
As you were saying, Wolfgang?
Right. The way I see it, the objective of this
By the way, can I get like a seat with this thing? I'm just gonna be an onlooker. It's
you're seriously?
What am I even supposed to do?
Put your detective hat on, buddy.
Yeah. Who murdered that dumb?
Not who murdered her. How they...
Did that tablet not?
It listed her wounds, yeah.
Probably because it's so...
But, Miss Amber...
And I don't have to.
Would you look at that? A debate's already underway.
I like the humor and charm of this game. Like, these guys are clearly confused. I need to stop them before they arrive at the wrong conclusion. Oh gosh, do you hear that? That's the sound of a non-stop debate approaching! Oh my god, I'm so excited! Using non-stop debates, your classmates will speak one after another without interruption. Students that may say things that contradict the truth. It's your job to determine which statements must be broken in order to progress the trial. Oh, circle bullets, Q, fast forward to shift, concentrate to space. Silencer, shoot. Okay. For your ammo, you have been armed with the truth bullets you have gathered during the investigation. Got it, got it. Truth bullets that are relevant to a debate will be loaded into your truth cylinder. Use the mouse to aim your reticle and right-click to fire. You'll want to aim for words highlighted in gold. Those are the weak points. Lie or contradiction may be hiding within a weak spot. Carefully compare your classmates' statements to the evidence you have gathered, and use the correct truth bullet to destroy the relevant weak spot. If things are flying by too fast, use the spacebar to concentrate. This will temporarily slow down time. Speaking of time, make sure not to run out of it. That's an automatic game over. Not that someone of your caliber would ever fail. Anyways, press F3 to revisit these controls whenever you wish. That's all for now. Don't jump to too many conclusions.
The mystery was never about who killed Kara, but how she died.
Is that true?
Objection! It's obvious what the murder weapon was.
I didn't get a good look at the crime scene, but the body was pretty bloody.
And what could have spilled that blood? Besides that big, scary gun!
No, that's wrong!
Easy!
Cassidy, can you stop butting in? You barely investigated the crime scene to begin with.
Whoa, what? I searched that place from top to bottom.
Alright, then tell me, how is a fully loaded assault rifle used as the murder weapon?
That's easy! Hey! Obviously, the shooter reloaded their gun. Any smart shooter could.
Why are you bringing me?
Except, the victim suffered multiple stab wounds to the torso. If the gun was fired, not only should the body have had bullet wounds, but there would be shell casings from the fired bullet.
Details. If the gun didn't do that.
My actual murder weapon was obvious. The knife.
I got it. The bloody knife. It's just so blatantly obvious. It was literally right next to the victim's body.
Why so Cam's razor gotta ruin everything?
Interesting. Both the knife and the rifle were present at the crime scene, but only the knife.
Kind of weird, choosing the inferior weapon.
Nothing beats the sting of a sharpened blade.
If the killer didn't use the rifle, why was it at the crime scene?
Maybe it came from inside the closet.
Don't see why you'd be storing a gun in a janitor's closet.
Man, I don't know. What if it's not even related to the murder?
Of course it's related.
Oh no. Everyone's starting to yell.
This debate's getting out of control fast. I need to say something.
To reiterate, both the rifle and the knife were next to the victim's body.
Yet they opted for the knife. Odd choice.
I bet that gun didn't even work. These days, it's all about aesthetic. Effective.
That's like your opinion, lady. If the gun was broken, then the killer
Would have no reason to bring. And yet, they did.
Watch a piece of the aesthetic.
To reiterate,
both the rifle and the knife were
next to the
victim's body. Yet they opted
for the knife.
Wait, I've got it. I've got it.
Good choice.
That gun didn't even work. These days, it's
Are you fucking? How did I miss that? How did I miss that? You can't be serious. I'm running out of time, and it's all because this game sucks. I was trying to.
To reiterate,
both the rifle and the knife were next to the victim's body. Yet they opted for the knife. Good choice.
Wait.
To reiterate,
Whoops.
Both the rifle and the knife
were next to the victim's body. Yet they opted for the knife. Good choice. I bet that gun didn't even work.
These days, it's all about aesthetics over effectiveness.
That's like your opinion, lady.
If the gun was broken, then would have no.
What am I missing here?
To reiterate, both the rifle and the knife were next to the victim's body.
Yet they
opted for the knife. Good choice. I bet that gun didn't even work. These days, all about aesthetics over effectiveness. That's like your opinion, lady.
If the gun was broken, then the.
No, that's wrong.
There we go. I figured it out. Yep, I'm smart.
Stop that thought right there. If we keep assuming the killer had the gun, we'll end up running in circles.
What? You think the killer was unarmed?
No, they were definitely armed. With a knife. The reason they didn't use a gun is probably because they never had it to begin with.
But then, who did?
Easy. The victim.
Whoa, the dummy had the gun?
If it wasn't the killer, it has to be her. She must have brought it to the closet. She was probably carrying it before the murder, but dropped it when the killer attacked her.
Oh, I guess that makes some sense.
Complete sense.
I wouldn't be so sure about that. Aren't you overlooking something?
Huh?
The victim was stabbed from the front, meaning she could have seen the killer coming, correct? If so, why didn't she shoot them?
A stealth attack! I bet the killer.
That girl must have been killed before she had the chance to defend.
That's not technically true. There's evidence of a struggle between the victim and the killer.
I believe it's this.
This is it.
Yep, I'm smart.
We found dry blood under the victim's fingernails, which implies she was clawing at her attacker. Of course, no explanation is definitive without photo proof of the killer, but I'm confident this is what happened.
Why would you resort to scratching when you're carrying a gun?
Did something get in the way of her using it?
The acid on her. No! These people don't read!
Coming from the hallway at the very least.
If you read the tablet, none of these questions would, all these questions would have already been answered.
That's where the fight.
I think you're getting ahead of yourself. How can we be sure the fight happened there?
Maybe the fight started in the hallway, and after it ended, her body was dragged into the closet.
If that happened, shouldn't there have been streaks of blood on the floor or in the hallway?
Drag marks? Can't say I saw any.
It was merely a jest. No need to take it so seriously.
Instead of dragging the victim, what if the killer carried her? I don't know why they would want to do that, but it would.
But then, wouldn't the killer...
Blood. Aye. It should have gotten everywhere. Those wounds were brutal. A few inches deep, I reckon. Carrying her...
Good point.
She was obviously killed in the closet. That's where the blood was?
Yes, you're right. I'm so sorry for derailing the conversation.
Moving on. That fight. The victim had the gun.
If she wanted to.
It doesn't make much sense, does it?
Alright, I'll talk about agreed points. When your first last non-stop debate, you might have known this stuff. Hold on, why are you auto? Jesus, dude. Alright, I'll talk about agreed points. During the last non-stop debate, you will notice that some faces were blue. You weren't expecting that, huh? These faces are called agreed points. They are the counterpoint to weak spots. So as the name would suggest, if an agreed point aligns with the evidence you've gathered, use your truth points to prove it correct. Simply aim your reticle at it, as you would with a weak spot, and shoot. In your pursuit of the truth, you must be prepared to corroborate your classmates' testimonies. Then, when it would be wise to do so, is for you to figure out. Good luck. Alright, it's definitely something to do with the bucket.
Slimy killer pulled a fast one and knocked the gun out of her hand.
By the sounds of it, those two did have a crazy tussle.
But she still carried a gun. So why didn't she shoot?
I bet that girl didn't even see them. Appreciate the...
That's
But she still carried a gun. So why didn't she shoot? I bet that girl
didn't even see them coming.
Maybe she thought the killer was her friend? I know I wouldn't hurt a friend.
She tried clawing their eyes out.
That slimy killer pulled a fast one and knocked the gun out of her hand.
Oh, it's the tablet, it's a tablet, it's a tablet.
So why didn't she shoot? I bet that girl
didn't even...
Got it.
Got it.
John actually has a point. The victim probably couldn't see what was going on. According to the tablet, she suffered chemical burns to the face and eyes. That sort of injury would have effectively blinded her. Also, inside the janitor's closet, there was a large empty bottle of bleach. That's probably the chemical that caused the burns.
Blinded with bleach? That's horrible.
All that pain, yet she still managed to fight back.
She sure put up a struggle. Without a gun, I guess the next best thing was her hands.
So the killer was definitely the one who blinded her.
Indeed. Knowing she had a gun, he blinded her to make her less dangerous. Then, when he pinned her against the door and stabbed her, she tried to retaliate.
Until eventually dying from her wounds.
Jeez, this is brutal. Couldn't they
may have toned down the violence.
The past is in the past, and we can't change that. All we can do is solve her untimely death, eh?
I mean, by the sounds of it, we've already figured it out, right?
No, not yet.
Seriously?
But we've already discussed so much!
We know she was armed. We know she was blinded. We figured out how she died. How is this not a closed case?
Please understand, I'm proud of everyone's hard work so far. Because of you, we're one step closer to bringing the victim justice.
This was never about the dummy.
However, we should think of this case like an equation. Knowing how it works is only half the struggle. Now we need to figure out why.
As in, the motive?
You're on the right track.
You speak like we have any information on the killer. The man's a stock image. He doesn't even have a name. What are we supposed to ascertain from that? That he's a non-character?
Not every answer will be written down for you. Sometimes actions speak louder than...
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Hold the phone!
What?
Right now, soybean. Watching you guys try to solve this mystery has been like... I guess all that smoke must have clouded your and...
That's giving.
So the killer incapacitated that girl. She had a gun, it makes total sense. Problem is, you've yet to... I sort of assumed he spilled the...
Right. That bottle is where the bleach... When we found it, the gun and knife were just thrown on the floor. So it's weird this weapon was handled so differently.
Do you think the killer just poured the contents of that bottle into something else?
Sure, before the...
And what is this something? Go on.
She's really stubborn about... Hold on, I accidentally skipped her. I have to make sure its logic is completely sound. Or is this something else? Go on, explain before this dumpster turns molten. Okay, cool. Alright then, let's put out this fire.
Well, if the original bottle's been emptied, where'd the bleach go?
Into another...
What a bad container.
There were a bunch.
The killer had a secret weapon.
So when the victim came out,
He squirted.
you've managed to battle over. How to find the kid.
Grace.
Well, if the original bottle's been emptied, where'd the bleach go?
Into another bottle?
What about a...
Got it.
I got it. She's correct. The killer put the chemicals in a bucket. Or, more specifically, the same bucket we found at the crime scene. After all, it reeked of bleach. If the killer didn't use it to transport bleach, what else did they use it for? Personal cleaning? I doubt it.
Yo, that makes sense.
A broken clock is right twice a day.
Okay, cool. So, how'd the killer use that bucket to spill bleach in the victim's eyes?
It would be a fairly heavy bucket, so it's unlikely he threw it on her.
She'd shoot him before he even had the chance. Use your brain, mate.
Of course, my apologies.
Good question. What's a color onto the victim's eyes? Oh, that's easy. Especially without knowing. He propped it up against the door.
Even if he did manage to splash her, the girl should have sustained intense facial burns. However, aside from her eyes, her face was relatively untouched.
Well, if you check the tablet, it said she had burns to the scalp, too.
Burns to the scalp. How does that work?
You're Cosmo!
Those chemicals came from above?
Oh, she's smart. Never mind. Burns to the scalp? How does that work? You're a cosmetologist.
Did the killer somehow suspend the bucket in the air? Maybe there was a mechanism that made it tip over when someone entered the room.
Where's this bucket supposed to be again?
Above. Which, well, could mean anything.
Was the killer hiding above the door frame?
There's no way they were up there. There's nothing for them to sit or hold on to. Not to mention, they could have stabbed her from up there.
And if there's no place for the killer to sit, then there's no place for the bucket to sit.
Unless you take into account the size difference. The space above the entrance might not be able to support a person, but it could still support something as small as a bucket.
And that thing supporting the bucket?
I got it.
The door.
I don't know how we overlooked this, but I've got it. The killer just balanced the bucket on the door.
Like in those water bucket pranks people film?
Exactly. When the victim came into the room, she pushed open the door and caused the bucket to fall on her. This would make it so she couldn't shoot back or even get a chance to see her assailant. When the bucket hit the ground, it probably rolled away. That'd explain why we found it a couple feet from the victim.
That is a possibility, yes.
It sounds like the best conclusion.
There's just one problem. How was the killer able to reach that high? Unless they were abnormally tall, it'd be difficult to place something on top of that door.
Well, let's use that as our next point of discussion. How did the killer set up this trap?
Yeah, there. Easy.
This is it. There was a stepladder hiding behind the closet door. The killer probably used that. After climbing it, they could position the bucket right on top of the door.
My precious stepladder? You think the bad guy used my super duper obvious stepladder?
Match point! Occam's razor!
Yes, it appears our killer didn't care much for subtlety. No matter.
It was the only nickname
Oh,
of
whoops.
its kind, too. If there's something else that killer could have used.
I see.
I-
Makes sense with what we've got so far.
What we got so far, yes, appears like no matter how obvious it seems, it's only an answer that makes sense. Okay, cool.
But I'm not done yet. I still have one last question for you apes.
Please just leave us alone. Oh, I'm so tired.
Hey, don't be like that. Grace may be loud, but her questions have really helped our discussion. Anyway, what was the killer doing when that bucket poured onto the girl's head?
He obviously didn't just stand there and observe.
Someone nearby, yeah.
I got it. I've got it. The killer was hiding in the back of the closet. If he was pressed up against the furthest shelf and facing the entrance, there'd be a diagonal path between him and his victim. I say diagonal because that's the only way you can make a direct charge forward. Also, when the victim entered the room, she would have been standing with her back to the hallway, right outside the killer's range. That's why the stab wounds were only made to her chest.
recreating the crime scene we found. Great job, guys! We're actually doing this!
That was the last mystery, right? We must have put everything together now.
Even if it's all fake, I feel really bad for this victim.
It's an ugly sight, but she's no victim.
Huh?
Well, technically she is, but let's be real. The girl was carrying a gun. She probably provoked the killer, and they killed her in self-defense. It's a clear-cut case of the hunter becoming the hunted, no?
That's no excuse.
What?
There's no justifying murder. Killing a woman is the worst thing a man could do.
You're emanating a sizable amount of emotional tension. Are you okay?
There's no excuse. There never 28 stab wounds. No girl, no person should ever suffer Kara's fate.
Wait, who's Kara?
He's stupid.
The victim's name. Didn't anyone read the tablet?
I agree with you, dude, but you don't have to shout out your point.
He's annoying. Can he die?
Told this about. We figured out the case. Stop trying to drag it on.
No. We're not finished here.
Huh?
There's no murder without a proper motive. We need to discuss why Kara died.
I am not going this far for a fictional murder case. We aren't looking for a murderer. We're looking for answers, which we have.
Do you turn in a half-finished exam, Winona? An essay without its conclusion? This isn't about efficiency, this is about being right. Or do you, a supposed entrepreneur, not value integrity?
What the hell?
Let's just talk about the motive. There's no harm in doing that, right? Well, what was the motive? Was the killer fighting for their life? Or were they going out of their way to murder?
Maybe the gun freaked him out.
If I was in the killer's shoes, I'd definitely be nervous. Thing is,
This is a stellar way to introduce like class trials. Have everyone be alive. Have everyone be participating.
A crime of passion.
I love how different this game does it.
What if they were frightened? A spooky thing might have set them off big time.
That's wrong. There's no way this was done in self-defense. No matter what excuse the killer uses, it doesn't change the fact they have blood on their hands.
Yo, bud. You seem a little pressed.
Silence! I won't allow this!
Concept debates pathos. Wow, things are getting emotional when you've only been using logical arguments to further the trial so far. Now might be a good time to change your approach. To absorb. Oh. Introducing the pathos mechanic. During non-sub debates, some emotionally charged commentary of your classmates will appear as purple text. These comments are called pathos statements. You can absorb these pathos statements by hovering over them with your reticle and pressing E or left trigger. The pathos statement will then be loaded into your truth cylinder. Find a weak spot that is directly contradicted by the pathos statement and fire. If successful, you will make a powerful emotional argument to counteract your opponents. Stay on the lookout for pathos statements. While you'll always be able to advance the trial using pure logic, emotional arguments can lead to some unique conversations.
To kill Kara so easily and without restraint. There is no way to justify this.
Take a chill pill, man.
You expect me to stay calm? This was the sadistic killing of one of humanity's brightest.
We shouldn't make a lot of assumptions about the killer's morals. This could have been self-defense.
You don't even know the damn killer. Just the crime scene they left behind.
This killer, dead or alive, deserves to be brought to justice!
But how can we do that? There's no reason to trust you if you have no proof.
To kill Kara so...
There is no way to justify this. Take it chill pill, man. You expect me to stay calm? This was the sadistic killing of one of humanity's brightest. We shouldn't make a lot of assumptions about the killer's morals.
Oh my god, they keep yapping and yapping. Let me absorb this stupid thing. The killer dead or alive. We know, bruh.
But how can we do that?
There's no
Reason to trust you.
If you have no
proof.
Oh.
There is no way to justify this. Take it chill pill, man. You expect me to stay calm? This was the sadistic killing of one of humanity's brightest. We shouldn't make a lot of assumptions about the killer's morals. This could have been self-defense. You don't even know the damn killer. Just the crimes they made up behind. This killer, dead or alive, deserves to be brought to justice.
But how can we do that? There's no reason to trust you if you have no proof.
Oh my god, I miss it again. Are you kidding me? You gotta be kidding me. You've gotta be kidding me. Oh my god. Zoom. Fast forward. Shut up, Wolfgang. I don't care. Shut up. Shut up. You expect me to stay calm? Something about the killer tomorrow. This could have been so different.
But how can we do that? There's no
No, that's wrong!
Pathos counter.
Expertise shouldn't be overlooked here. If there's anyone to believe, it's the lawyer.
Say what?
Wolfgang has spent his life in the courtroom and on the crime scene. He'd understand the criminal mind in ways we can't possibly imagine. He was even emotionally invested in a murder case he'd never seen before. If his lawyer's intuition tells us that the killer was in the wrong, then we have no reason to disagree. We're all ultimates for a reason. We need to trust in talent.
Well spoken. If Wolfgang is adamant about the killer's intentions, we should have faith in him.
Yeah! Wolfgang's clearly trying his best for us. Let's trust in the lawyer and his bargain bin buddy!
Hey!
They're using the term bargain bin and shit.
Then you guys convinced me.
Right on! Team Wolfgang all the way!
Aww. He's probably dying first, isn't he?
Thank you all for your support.
Like, I'm not even kidding. I'm pretty sure he's gonna die. Like, that's my assumption.
Well, Eva, do you still disagree?
My assumption is probably gonna be Wolfgang, then
It's not worth
Pirate Dude, maybe even
done here.
Grace, and then Kai.
Hey! We're Disembodied Voice! We figured out your stupid case! Now let us leave!
Oh, you're finally done. In all honesty, I stopped paying attention a long time ago.
What? We only went through this case because of you.
Silly me, I have a short attention span. So, just for my own benefit, why don't you summarize the information you've learned? It'll be good practice.
Practice?
do as you ask. I'll present the truth.
We'll present the truth together. Let's dig into it.
It's time to bring this trial to an end. It's time for the closing argument. Okay, cool. Switch pages. I'm gonna get stock panels. Insert panel. During the closing argument, you must summarize the case from start to finish. Naturally, your medium will be a comic book. Since the class trial has a relatively good understanding of the case, some parts of the comic are already complete, but it seems your peers have glossed over the smaller details, leading to these gaps in the story. To fill these gaps, you've been provided a collection of stock panels. Use the WASD keys to navigate your stock. Hover your mouse over the relevant gap and press the left key to insert the panel. Don't forget the Q and E keys, that's how you flip between pages. By the way, gaps will reveal a hint if you hover over them. If you ever need to revisit this information, the control panel is only one F3 key away. Stand up straight and fix that tie, we got a case to close. Where did the killer hide? I'm cooking. Easy, easy.
This is how it happened. The victim was Kara Koshkinen, the ultimate teacher's aide. Right before her death, she was wandering around the academy carrying a large assault rifle. That was probably when our unnamed killer, who was armed with a knife, spotted her.
And decided he'd put her to eternal rest. He slid inside that little...
They needed a way to surprise the victim, who was better armed. The killer grabbed a bottle of bleach from the closet.
That's because they wanted to blind Kara by splashing the bleach in her eyes. Sneaky little bastard.
But to do that, they would need to set a trap and catch the victim by surprise. The killer moved a stepladder behind the closet door and climbed up it to reach the doorframe. There, they carefully placed the bucket.
That way, when the victim opened the door, the bucket would empty its contents all over her.
After completing this setup, the killer retreated to the far end of the janitor's closet and waited for the victim's arrival. The killer could have made noise to attract the victim's attention. Either way, the victim tried to open the door.
And, the bleach splashed all over her. Her scalp, face, and eyes were severely burned.
Youch!
The killer leapt from his hiding place and began viciously attacking Kara. In his fit of rage and cruelty, he stabbed her from the front 28 times.
While being stabbed, the victim tried to fight back by clawing at the killer. This left the dried blood under her fingernails. However, it didn't deter the killer, and the victim eventually died.
At present, we don't have enough information to reveal the killer's true identity, but their actions haven't been forgotten. That is the truth behind this case. Well, are you satisfied?
A measly 3 acts. Poor Horace would be beside.
Who the hell?
No one cares! We've done your end of the bargain. Now...
That is what but this entire time I've been hiding behind a speaker, afraid to show my face. My heart tells me, however, my head, who cares what others think? Shouldn't I get to have a little fun once in a while? Yes. Let's do away with these silly boundaries already. It's time we meet face to face.
What was that all about?
Everybody, look over there!
He's got long-ass eyelashes. Wait, serve?
Toss away those pickaxes, peasants. The walls have finally crumbled. What will you do now that you've reached the other side? Will you treasure this new land, serve it, or will you set it ablaze? Well, peasants, have you made your...
Yo, what the fuck is going on?
Our speaker guy? No. Within the halls of this academy, His Highness, the great and powerful Tozu, host of the Killing Game.
Wait, this is sick. Class trial end. Interesting. Wait, this is interesting.
Well done.
Or you could call me Tozu for short.
Hey.
What do you mean killing game?
The show must go on.
Why does it say Damien's name? Did you really think the story would end once we reach the climax of this case? Quite the contrary, this is only the beginning. What?
Why the long face?
Isn't it obvious? You, my dear subordinates, are going to kill each other. Oh, that's not funny. But you said we could go home if we solved the mystery. I give you peasants an incentive. It's not my fault you took it the wrong way. What are you talking about? You lied to us. Lied? Oh no, absolutely not. I'm a fair man and a man sworn to the truth. Correctly. Should you all agree on the right answer, you'll be free to leave this place. So isn't it alright? I'll let you leave this room. So Specifically said you could leave this room, not go home.
You...
Oh, it's just bugged. It says everyone's Damien. You stinky son of a bitch. You're full of shit, man. There you go, losing control of your voice. That's how you know you've lost the argument. Logic is a cowardly thing like that. Will jump ship the moment confronted with a challenge. Didn't lie, did he? He said he never lies. So when you said this was Ian Guardian's Academy, bullshit, what am I doing believing someone like him? There's no other way around it. He's lying. Hey, why didn't you tell us about your dumb game sooner and watch you peasants run away? I can't host a game with any contestants. Please don't do this. I want to be with my family. Please just let me go home.
No need to worry.
No crime, Miss Toner. Huh? We're all civilized here. No one's going to simply kill because they've been ordered to. So the possessor rebuttal. A match between unprepared, unfit players. You could hardly call that a match. Much the same way, the game you've proposed, a killing game between twins who don't have the heart to kill.
Nonsense.
Do you seriously think we'd abandon our morals so quickly?
Hey.
Yeah, that's totally right. We're like super boring people. We don't have what it takes to do something like that. My heart is terribly soft, softer than the most delicate piece of mochi. When I see you fly in the room, I'd catch the poor deer in a jar and return her to nature. My mochi heart would melt otherwise. Let's see. That's your argument, is it? Tozu is kinda hot.
How interesting.
So, why has you so convinced? What do you mean? Because you convinced the people in this room lack the heart to kill. Do you even know anything about them besides their names and ultimate talents? If you do, tell me. Regarding killing, where do they stand? Are they okay with murder if it's for the greater good? Are they okay with murder if it guarantees their survival? Is where they currently stand on the issue the same as where they're willing to stand? Go on. You've had a couple of hours to get to know everyone. That's plenty of time to learn their life stories, right? Should I take that as a no? Goodness, what a surprise. Not. You wouldn't be here all dressed up in that fancy suit if you were so naive.
Such a spoiled.
Oh, and one more thing. That trial you just did, that was your preparation for the killing game. How? All you did was make us play detective. And for good reason. If one of you is killed, the remaining students will participate in the true class trial. Your objective here is simple. Uncover the culprit if you can. Using evidence you've gathered during the investigation, you will argue who you believe committed the murder. The result will be decided by popular vote, and if you choose the right person, they alone will be executed and the killing game will continue. However, if you choose the wrong person, the guilty party will be set free and the rest of you will be executed instead. Those are the rules of the game. Everyone understand? All of us will be executed? That's not fair.
Isn't this lovely?
Really? I think it's one of our most beautiful rules. Everyone has an incentive to participate in the game, innocent or otherwise.
What's happening?
That's insane. You're treating us like pigs to slaughter. Nonsense. I'll if you have the chance to survive this game. Do you think the common butcher is so merciful? Wait, isn't so merciful? Is so... What? By the way, if no guilty party ever escapes, the killing game will end when there are only 2 students left. You may want to remember that, or maybe you don't care. Depends on what kind of person you are. Out of the 16 people here, only 2 will be allowed to survive.
No shot.
2 people. That's hardly better if someone gets away with murder. I know, that's what makes it so funny. The most of you will die, no matter what, and yet with every passing trial, you'll all cling to life more desperately. And that exact mindset is what causes more murders to happen. Aren't these rules simply brilliant? A perfect test of the limits of human compassion.
I have an appetite.
I can't wait to see all of you in action! The madman's line, tinnitus-inducing laughter, was suddenly cut off by a well-timed strike from behind.
I've said it a million times, you mangy fucking mutt! I want nothing to do with this stupid game!
Ow, 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 ow! Stop it!
Since you've made it clear you won't listen to reason, I'll just make sure you have no arms to kill with!
Do you even listen to when I talk? I'm not the one doing the killing. It's you lot who are...
Grace drove her fist directly into his stomach. She followed it with another blow and another. And it looked like she wasn't going to be satisfied until he was dead. I saw it. From out of nowhere, tiny red dot appeared on Grace's face.
Hey! Stop already! There's a...
Before we could do anything. Bang. Sound of a gunshot echoed in our ears. Grace released the man from her grip. Speechless, she moved her hand to her cheek, which had been nicked by the stray bullet. Interesting! It's a group of people this time instead of one. We all looked in the direction the shot came from. The shooter stood silently by the pillar, a trail of smoke arising from the mouth of her rifle. Her mask. The design was a panther instead of a goat, but it was clear that she was working with him. You shot at her? For real? It's getting out of hand. Now there are 2 of them. Everyone slowly backed away from Tozu, suddenly fearful for their lives. Huh. What a shocking and unnecessary display of violence. I was talking about the golfer woman. Well, now you'll be coming with our enforcer, Mara. If any of you kids try to jeopardize the killing game, such as by attacking me, she'll be there to put an end to your shenanigans. Even though she misses her shots, that was just a warning. I assure you, it'd be unwise to further test her sharpshooting ability. Regardless, I finally have an answer to your previous question. You asked me if I knew everything about my friends besides their names and talents. Truthfully, I don't. But I'll continue to trust them as if I do, because they're ultimates. They're charged with the betterment of society. They're proven themselves to be above simple tasks of self-interest.
We will not succumb!
Even if you trap us, fire guns at us, and force us to endure farcical... I don't fucking know. I'm not gonna bother. Courtroom procedures. He's right. Grace was trying to compose herself, so clearly shocked by her run-in with death. No matter how weird these guys are, they're talented. Do you really think an ultimate would fall for this bullshit? That's right. My friends and I have too much to live for and too much to achieve. We won't throw all that away for your killing game. We're all going to escape. We have to. One by one, the students raised their voices in solidarity with Wolfgame. All of them so confident in what they were saying, so willing to blindly put their faith on each other. For some reason, it made me sick. Never underestimate the strength of human connection. I'm quite familiar with this idea. What kind of captain would I be if I can't even handle a small crew of 15? There's this horrible feeling of contempt. Why do I feel this way when everyone else seems so hopeful? Voice inside me is answered by another. No. Beautiful, got it all wrong. The students turned their attention towards Eva, surprised by her words. Do Do you actually believe no one here will try to kill? You're really naive. I don't know how you made it as a lawyer. Well, instead of resorting to random ad hominem attacks, why don't you explain your reasoning?
It's the truth.
It's obvious. Compared to normal people, ultimates are more prone to killing, not less. Living with constant praise from the public has ruined our sense of self. If you need your examples, just look around the room.
What a joke.
Excuse me? In the outside world, ultimates will do anything to further their own goals. The same is probably true here. Once you realize your dreams can only be achieved if you escape, you'll resort to murder.
Can't you see?
Hold on. Whoops. If you continue to convince all the people to trust each other, they'll only be more vulnerable. Almost that was your plan all along. Is it possible you want to make everyone vulnerable? So that'll be easier for you to kill them? That's
enough.
That's enough. Suddenly Ingrid stepped in front of Wolfgang protectively. Wolfie's done nothing wrong. He's given all of us a vote of confidence. Yeah, that's something we all needed. Stop trying to turn us all against each other, please. Horrible feeling grew stronger as the other students admonished Eva. Grew stronger and stronger, and they knew I had to say something. Eva's right. Huh?
No!
Damn it, not you too. No. Look, I get it. You want to make the situation less scary for everyone. But Eva made a good point. All of us have a clear motivation to leave this place, even at the cost of other people's lives. Whether it's to see our families again, or for the sake of our talents.
Don't say that!
No, I would never kill anybody.
That's not it.
Diana, you yourself admitted you had too much to achieve. Don't you see how that's playing into the masked man's hands? This whole we're all ultimates thing is pretty inane anyways. After meeting all of you guys, it's clear none of us have the same goals.
Hold on.
What are you insinuating? Don't we all carry the same obligation to improve the world we live in? This question angered me more than anything that had been said before. I could no longer suppress my true.
Wrong.
Look, the title barely means shit nowadays, alright? Most ultimates are just dullards obsessing over some pointless hobby. Their talents don't contribute anything of worth. The only thing they're capable of is leeching off public attention for their own goals. Ouch.
You've got to be kidding me.
Running a business that feeds millions is pointless? No. Some of you are an exception, obviously, but come on. There's no way the rest of you can improve the world we live in with your niche fixations.
That was very...
Don't you mean the rest of us? You're an ultimate too. Yeah, what the hell makes you so special? I could feel their words worming their way into my soul. What makes you so special? Well, I can actually achieve many things with my talents. I can argue policy, consider ethics, and morality. Better yet, I was the one who got you guys through that trial. Is that really what happened? I remember all of us helping out. You always say what's going on. You think you're better than us just because you should say words nobody understands? Well, that kind of stuff is relative. Like, tell me what a dragster is, you know? Watch your step, lest you trip and fall from the unparalleled heights of your vanity.
Not good enough.
I'm disappointed in you. How are you so concerned about making yourself look good when we're in the middle of a death game?
The hell?
Wait, I wasn't trying to. It was no use. They turned against me, hurling obscenity, scowling. Or simply shaking their heads. Phew, do I sense anger, hatred, an unquenchable sense of bloodthirst. We'll save that for later. I'm the only person who can spill blood in the courtroom. Over would take you back to the killing game arena. We've cleaned up the crime scene, prepared a dorm room for each of you.
Get lost.
Thanks. Now can you get lost?
Good evening.
Okay. He returned to his podium, masked woman trailing closely behind. The bizarre mechanism brought him into the room, lowered the two of them to the ground, and now out of sight.
Hey.
Still, we're not going to kill anyone, right, guys? What happens? We're all going to make it out of here, okay? It was only when the madman left that reality truly began to set in. I'm trapped in a killing game with people who despise me. How did this happen? Just wanted to help. Wanted to make sure we didn't trust each other too easily. And now I'm being treated like the bad guy. Well, it's because you acted pretentious! Will these people practice what they preach? Will they really refuse to kill? I can't trust anyone here. For better or for worse, it's me versus them. So cue the beginning of the end. The beginning of an unfathomable nightmare, an unrelenting despair. The beginning of the killing game. Interesting. Oh, wait, that's such good art. Oh, I wish I didn't click off. I wish I clicked it. Yep. Save this here. I'm gonna end episode 1 of Eden's Garden here. I didn't expect to play through the entirety of Chapter 0 tonight, but when I look back at the original Danganronpa games, this game seems to be significantly longer than the other ones. The games that inspired it, at least. Eden's Garden took me over 3 hours to complete, while when I played Danganronpa 1, I actually was able to complete Chapter 1, like, maybe even an hour in. It really wasn't that long of a game at all. So the fact that Chapter 0, of all things, included a class trial and extended everything past, like, the 2-hour mark is insane. I'm very excited to play through Chapter 1 of this game, and I'm very excited to see what's in store. It's already so different from the games that inspired it, and I don't know. I'm really into it. That's it for me. I'll see you all the next time I record, upload, do whatever. Falling Red Petal, out.